東の凸国より海を渡りて現れり。若者姫し力未だ知らず。かの身を滅ぼすことも、かの願い叶えしことも。その者勇み立つ時我を求める。共に荒れ野の道を行かん。待ちて願え。開口は我の古よりの定めない。火より現れし竜が黒雲を誘う天を覆う。前より四方をその翼によりて四風を生むがごとく。すっぽくの世を広がりしも明星は一つ淡々と輝く。
Honestly, I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster, I...
A long time ago, martial arts were banned, but humans are interesting creatures. They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger. One even practiced atop this very boat. Nam-Tren survived the ban and was passed on in this way.
What did you say to me?
Stop it.
They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon, and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
They are heartless. Hey, wait right there! Okay.
This is him! The Japanese guy who got in our way!
You've got some guts to barge in here on your own.
Sir, the food is great and budget-friendly.
You've got to try it. Here. This is a monk fruit. A Guiling specialty. Hey, mister. Let's go to the arcade.
Maybe I should play one.
You idiot. You can still win even if you don't have enough kung fu.
Really?
Hey, is there anywhere you can learn kung fu?
The place where they have all the street fights. I guess you'd call it an arena. I've heard martial artists go there to test their limits.
Don't make me laugh.
I'll be the one to come out on top.
You look like you're from Japan. And your appearance suggests that you're a martial artist.
And you do martial arts?
I do.
Leo.
This is nothing. I'll be fine.
Phoenix Mirror. How did you get this?
My father left it for me. It's what brought me to this village.
Tell me about where you were born.
You want to know about Yokosuka?
Yes. I want to see what Japan is like. Leo, it's morning.
You got the wrong guy.
Lies! Please let me know.
I'd rather not get you involved.
Still, you did good, man.
I don't want to hear it.
Honestly, I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
The Shenmue tree's blossoms are beautiful.
Indeed. They're in full bloom, though, so the petals will start dropping soon.
That's a shame. I just want to know why these mirrors were worth killing my father over.
But people are looking for it anyway, continuing the cycle of pain.
Here we go.
Landy.
Fight me! I will avenge my father!
That's Bailu Village. Leo, I want to hear more about you.
Hey guys, happy Shenmue 3 5th birthday. We are on November the 19th, 2024. Shenmue 3 finally graced our palms, our PlayStations, our PCs on November the 19th, 2019. 5 years has gone by, a lot's gone on since then. But whatever you think of Shenmue 3, whether you loved it, hated it, or anywhere in between, you cannot deny that this is a work of a miracle and the community behind it. And we will do it again for Shenmue 4. Anyway, guys, we are here to celebrate the birthday of Shenmue 3. We are going to go in there and play a bit of Shenmue 3, chill stream. We have competitions for stream as well. We have competitions across the day. There's shitloads of stuff that we are giving away today. James, welcome to the stream as always, man. Hope you're doing well. Talk us through some of the giveaways and some of the bits and pieces we've had going on today, because it's been really damned busy.
Oh, it certainly has, mate. So we're here because it's the 5th anniversary of Shenmue 3, the miracle game, the game that they said would never happen, happened. And yeah, just have a nice sort of celebratory stream with us here tonight, guys. Nice, chill, relax. Matt's going to be playing some Shenmue 3. And yeah, we've got loads and loads of giveaways. We've already released 5 on all of the social media platforms. I'm going to be sending links to at least the Twitter ones, just because that's the ones I've got easy access to. So that is giveaway 1, which is for a limited edition collector's... Actually, it's a Shenmue 3 PS4 collector's edition. So don't have one... Well, I've got one up there, but essentially it's the big box thing with like the two little tiny mirrors.
Just behind me. On my right.
It's like patches, stickers, the game, and a couple of other things I can't think of at the top of my head. I think the light box, there's a light box in there. So yeah, jam-packed full of fun things. That is that giveaway I've just linked there. We'll go through all the giveaways quickly. Second giveaway, if you want to enter that one as well, that is for Shenmue 3 t-shirt. In fact, not this one I'm wearing, unless you want some weird sweaty bloke worn shirt here, but this is the shirt that you'll be winning. It's also got the WiseNet logo on the sleeve, and oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. It's got like a Yu Suzuki signature at the bottom, printed on. Just wait for that to come into frame. You don't see my belly button.
There you go, you're good, you're good.
Ooh, what's the hell? Is that it? Yeah, okay. So yeah, enter that one. Next one is for Shenmue 3 Steelbook, and apologies for the stream elements. Shit to the links in there, but yeah, you can. If you look for Skill Gem, you'll see the links here if you haven't done these. That is for Shenmue 3 Steelbook. Gorgeous Steelbook, that one actually. Prize 4. Got it here actually, it's for the art book. So what was my other prize then, Matt, actually? You might have to get one of those plaster packs, thinking off the top of my head, because I've got the art book here.
Prize number 5 was the Pixel Love Edition.
Of course, yeah, but here's the art book, guys. That is prize 4, sealed as well. Still sealed. If you want one of those, that's from... well, you could only get those from the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter back in the day. And the final giveaway, like Matt just said, is the Pix and Love Limited Edition PS4. Gorgeous, and that's sealed as well, but that is probably my favourite collector's edition of the game. It's got a really nice little art book. There's some nice art cards in there. There's like a numbered certificate. And it's just a nice package. It feels really high quality, that one in particular. Yeah, the art book is probably better than this big art book, in my opinion. This art book's nice because it's sort of like your coffee table type of art book, but this has got like more just video game screenshots in here, whereas like the Pix and Love art book has like concept art and really, really cool stuff. But yeah, those are the 5 giveaways. Enter them, and then on stream today we're going to be giving away some other additional Shenmue 3 related prizes. So if you stick around till the end of the stream, we're going to be giving away a Shenmue 3 Backer OST, which has 21 tracks from Shenmue 3 on there. This is sealed as well, so all this stuff's brand new. I've got a Shenmue 1 pin from Insert Clean Clothing. Matt has another Shenmue 3 t-shirt, right, Matt?
I do. It's the Kickstarter one. It's packed up, so I can't show it properly, but it's here. It's in medium, so that's another giveaway there. On top of that, I also have a Shenmue 3 Kickstarter sleeve to give away. So if you didn't back it on the Kickstarter, this is a good one to pick up as well.
You can put around your PS4 game. Yep.
And also, I don't know if you mentioned, we have a plaster pack or several plaster packs to give away. I don't have one to hand, but I will go and get them when we give them away.
I do, actually.
There we go. So they were given out at Gamescom and TGS 2019.
You've actually got band-aids in there. I don't know if you want to use them or...
I mean, they're probably expired by now. But
do band-aids expire?
I'm sure they have expiry dates on them, you know.
Really? Didn't know that.
But there we go.
Yeah. Plenty of stuff to get stuck into there, guys. But whew, yeah, how's everyone doing? I'm going to go back up to the top of the chat. We're going to catch up with everyone that's in the stream.
I'm just throwing water over myself. That's a good start, isn't it? And apologies for the on-off stream earlier. Restream decided to reset everything and didn't tell me. And then when I tried to follow their instructions, it wouldn't work. So I had to bodge it. But anyway, let's crack into some Shenmue 3, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing on New Game Plus, because why not? So it does mean we have all
Start of the game, Matt.
Start of the game, Bailu Village. We have money, we have, I think, some capsules. We have our moves, we have our health. And we're just going to go and have a really good time.
Which is basically, you know, the point of Shenmue 3. Just have a really good time. Right, so we'll just get stuck into some of the chat here. So we've got Ginger Fairy, who said bonsoir. Cardiac Kid, time really does fly by, which it does, man. 5 years already. Dizimi, good day to you too. Recordy TV. I'm not playing Shenmue 4 now. Sheephead, welcome in, mate. Street Hawk fan, hello there. Yanni X, welcome. Sean Hastings on YouTube, good evening to you, sir. D-May as UK, D-May as UK, hello, hello. K&K, hello, hello. Shenmue AM2 podcasts in. Shenmue AM2 all up in the heezy. Okay, welcome in, mate. Andrew, welcome. Guppy Koi, good evening. Anna Dill's in. Who else we got? We got Spags in. Nice to see you, buddy. Strictly Sega Europe. Says nice. Had to pause my master's degree in 2019 for 2 days because of the game.
Get your priorities right. I love it.
Yeah. Excellent educations. Manny the Living Legend Figueroa.
Welcome.
Nice. Welcome in, buddy. Nice title there you've coined yourself. Can't believe it's been 5 years. Same. Shadow of Memories, Vivi Gamers in. Happy 5 years, Shenmue 3. Clunky Mage says, I don't think I've seen all these trailers before. We were actively, like, not trying to watch them, Clunky. Spoilers, I guess. Sean Hastings says it's fun seeing all these trailers after so long, and yeah, you'll have seen like the sort of evolution from those early Deadeye trailers, controversial ones, all the way up to like the last two, especially really good, I think.
Yeah, they are.
We got Rue Tuber, who says I avoided them when they all dropped. Wanted every moment of my first playthrough to be an exciting surprise. I said to you, Matt, like, I wish we could have done that, but obviously you've got to, Shenmue Dojo, we've got to report on the news, we've got to watch the trailers, and
we were sort of
you kind of want to anyway, but...
It was like behind the scenes, weren't we, before we went live, that with a 4, it's going to be very similar, isn't it? That we're going to have to be on top of things.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be difficult to, like, avoid trailers and spoilers. And when you think about it, like, that last trailer or the trailer before, actually, extremely spoiler heavy. You're almost seeing the final boss fight with Mr. Muscles, Mr. G. Even see Landy sitting in his seat, and Rio says, Landy, fight me. So you've got like all the big spoilers there. You got the reveal of Niao-sun in the trailer. So yeah, really, I mean, I would have liked that they kept some of that for us to find when we reached the actual game, but. Greyes says, hard to believe it's been 5 years. Kiryu Kikawami says, cannot believe it's been already 5 years. Similar sort of message there. It just flies by, doesn't it, man?
It does. It's gone so quick.
We've got Joss10 on YouTube, says, I miss Shenmue so much. I mean, you can play it. Don't have to miss it.
Join us.
I understand, like, you probably mean, like, Shenmue 4, you want more Shenmue.
Join us on the 4th of every month. Get out there. Hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4. Make the noise, people. And I'm pretty sure we'll get a 4th game.
I thought, we may almost trend today, to be honest, because giveaway. Because we had one of the requirements to like enter the giveaways to comment hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4. And actually, when we did that, I didn't really think of how many people would be leaving comments today, if you know what I mean. So I didn't really think of it as like, let's try and get the hashtag trending today. Otherwise, we might have maybe took advantage more, right, Matt?
Yeah,
I know it's not the 4th, but we could have made a bit more of a deal out of it.
Yeah, so a little bit of hindsight there, isn't it?
Yeah, because like the first giveaway, we've got like nearly 200 replies to that, so that's like 200 hashtags straight away, and then we've got obviously the other 4 giveaways. So probably like across the day already, we've probably had like 1,000 hashtags. I love so much this game, almost as legendary the first 2. It's nice to see those sort of comments, isn't it? Because a lot of people don't share the same sort of sentiments, Kiryu, but we do, of course. They do give away quite a lot, Clunky says, yeah. Brown Bread, Peter Wilson's in. Hey, what's up, players? How you doing, buddy? Waiting for December to start. Shenmue was a Christmas game. Shenmue 3 you can play right now, though. Shenmue 3 is actually more of a spring time game, isn't it?
Just for where
Shenmue
it's set, isn't it?
Yeah, basically Shenmue 1 merging into Shenmue 2's your winter sort of period, and then it goes into spring. And then it kind of feels a bit summery, actually, to me, Shenmue 3. Just because of how colourful it is, and like you've got the pumpkin patches and the dandelions, or whatever the sunflowers, I mean.
It's in game. It's March the 20th. So you are sort of early spring.
So definitely spring, especially with like the Shenmue tree blossoming. Agreed, love Shenmue 3, Manny says. Hi guys, is anyone a fan of the video game franchise Shenmue? Not on here, mate, not on here. Clunky says, say what you want about Shenmue 3, but one thing's undeniable, it's a beautiful game to look. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Learned recently that Brianna Knickerbocker also voiced Tuesday in Carol and Tuesday. Don't know what that is. Is that another anime? What is that map, do you know?
I think it's an anime, but I could be wrong.
Shenson in. Welcome in, mate. Happy Shenmue 3 birthday, everyone. Spags actually said, did we miss a trailer in that real match, you know?
Possibly. I'd have to look at it again. Don't quote me on
We potentially missed like some of the early trailers of like the camera panning into Shen 4 and the Lake of the Lantern thing. So did you do that one, Matt?
Oh, Magic 19. There we go. That's the one we missed. I wonder why I missed that. I wonder if there was a reason for it at the time. I don't know.
Glad to see where all the truly cultured real legends are. That's from Lord I can never say this word.
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, that's the one. Lord Hypocrisy TV. Daily gaming videos, crazy last 5 years, feels the world change a lot since then. That is true, and it sort of released just before COVID, didn't it? And then obviously loads has changed in the world since. You're right.
COVID changed a lot. Who else have we got in? Gamslev's in, Legendary Elite in, Yanni X is in, Escatan is in. So yeah, lots of names new and old in as well tonight. And Yanni X is saying Game Awards 2024. Don't think it'll be Shenmue related, but hoping for VF6. Love a VF6. All over it.
Is anyone else hearing Matt like a robot, or is it just me? I might need to restart something, man, because I can't tell what you're saying. Is anyone else hearing Matt like that? Sounds good, Shenson says. Will it fuck things up if I'll just leave the call and come back, Matt?
It should just drop you straight back in. If I leave the window open, you'll be alright.
Okay, one sec.
Let's just see him rejoin in a second. How's it doing now, man?
Is that better? Well, I mean, can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we've got you.
I'm asking if it's better. It was my issue. Yeah, you sound okay, mate, at the moment.
Okay, brilliant. Apparently, I always sound a bit weird.
Yeah, it was getting like all crusty and weird. Must have been me. Maybe it's my internet.
Let's go to Lynn's house and get this first bit done, because I want to start like arsing around with some of the mini games and things and chopping word and all of those bits and pieces that we like.
Just gonna close that actually, just in case.
That's the thing with the internet and having to beam people in. Would be nice.
Must be me then, mate. I wouldn't worry about it.
What if I am a robot? Well, I have metal work in one of my hands, so does that count?
Don't worry about it. So let me go back, catch up with the chat. You guys are so sick, so generous and believable. Doing good, just really cold at nights now. Whereabouts are you, Street Hawk? It's cold in the UK at the moment.
It snowed this morning.
Loads of snow. Spag says, snow got me in the Shenmue. Yeah. It's actually kind of melted quite a bit now, though, actually.
Yeah, it has here. There's barely any left.
Yanni says, New Game Plus is great in Shenmue 3. You can enjoy more of the world. No need to allocate a lot of time for grinding money, stamina skills, etc. Nice one, Shensun. Says, these two are the most generous guys you'll ever meet. Appreciate that, man. You do try. Brenner says, how can people hate Shenmue 3? Good point. How can you hate this game, mate?
Wow.
Especially with a burning passion like some people do.
Wow. Yeah. At the end of the day, we all agree. I'm not going to go down a negative stance here. I'm just going to cover it for the point of the conversation we're having. But the story element we know is weak. But actually, 99% of this game, in terms of the way it plays, the gameplay, yes, you can moan about the combat and the stamina system. If they tweak that or got rid of the stamina system, fine. It needs story. If you have Shenmue 4 with a banging story like Shenmue 2, polished mechanics of 3, you're onto a winner, in my opinion. I really do think that.
Spot on. Clunk says, been seeing all the love for Shenmue 3 today, lots of posts on social media. Loads on social media, actually.
Yeah, it's been busy.
Really, really busy. Gopiko says, I'm on New Game Plus ×4. Gamsalve, 5 years, maybe I'll play it again. Yeah, go for it, buddy. Legendary Lick says, I really wanted to love this game, though I play 1 and 2 once a year. It's not going to be for everyone, is it? Oh, Kunky says, no, I was just bad at keeping up with the Shenmue 3 updates back in the day. These trailers really show how awesome the game is. Playthrough on this channel back in the day was so good. Was that Peter?
Would have been Peter doing it.
Maybe a little bit.
Because I know Peter recorded a bunch of them, didn't he?
He did, actually, yeah. Well, he did do the full playthrough. That was a good playthrough, actually. Peter's. Yanni says, counting the days to Game Awards 2024, don't think it will be Shenmue related, but he's hoping for a Virtua Fighter 6 reveal. It's a good, strong chance, right?
I think we're in a real territory of a Virtua Fighter game. They've confirmed it's in development, it's just a case of when. It's just a case of when now. Yeah. And James and I were talking about it, and we think we're going to try and cover it very much like a Shenmue game, because it's got Shenmue's got its roots in Virtua Fighter, and it's good practice for us to cover those sorts of things and get our eye in ready for hopefully
push
a Shenmue
like
4.
Shenmue characters as well.
Yeah, exactly. Really go on it.
S Cutton on YouTube says, hi guys, can't believe it's been 5 years. Ginger Fairy's back. All the legends are here. Right. Is the magazine getting posted in the new year? It's actually going to get posted, I mean, as early as, I'd say, the very end of this month. So potentially the end of next week. Could be like, depends how quickly I like package stuff up. Like I've got, where is it? I've got essentially what a magazine pack will look like when it arrives at your door. For some reason I put 2 Rio things in this, so obviously one of these will be a Shenmue. But essentially this is a test pack I've sort of knocked up. We're still waiting on the magazines. Like I say, they're still in production. I've just put one of the test magazines that I did in here at the moment. You've got Shensun's comic on the front. So you'll have the 2 character figures. I don't know how well this is actually showing up on camera, but hopefully
you're good.
Yeah, you've got Rio X's CD there, and then tucked away in the back here you've got Shenmue 4 2.5D card. There's the envelope with all the art cards in. There's the poster there. This thing at the back that you can't really see is Lizzle's print. And then there's another bonus print that you haven't actually seen yet, and the Sega Bits print is in there. The back card you can't see, but I've got one here. Yeah, pretty much everything, I think. Oh, the bootmarks will be in there as well. Got that much bloody stuff, man. I can't remember what I've actually... There's like other leaflets. Did I show this last time?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's the contents sheet. I've got logo stickers to apply. Loads of stuff, man. That's why my office is like, if you can see all these boxes, I've tried my best to conceal these boxes because I don't want to look like I'm a massive hoarder or something, but it's just because I've got nowhere else to put all these boxes.
On a different note,
I think it's pretty cool. It's coming together.
On a different note, and it is related to Shenmue World Issue 3, we got final confirmation today that everything has been accepted for the stunt on December the 4th.
Ooh.
All done and dusted. I checked it this evening. We are all set to go. But I'm not going to say any more than that. Not now.
Matt is going to go skateboarding down the gorge. He's going to fly over a massive gap. That's the stunt, guys. Sort of like a la Simpsons Homer on a skateboard. And he's going to have a Let's Get Shenmue 4 t-shirt and nothing else on. He's just going to sort of like capture that moment halfway across the gorge.
And then get arrested. I'm open to people guessing, but I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything. I do love how this looks. So damn
Two
good.
potatoes in. Welcome. Ooh, Gamsal says, what if you are a robot, Matt? The Matinator.
Wow, you never know.
She says, really need to replay this, to be honest. At release, I got everything and leveled up all the moves to max, etc. Started the second playthrough, but never finished it. I'm going to try to do all three over Christmas. What a Christmas treat that is, sheep.
How close to Christmas we are, actually. What, 5 weeks? What, 6, 7 weeks till Christmas now?
Mad, innit?
Apparently, James, you're going to streak again in the cold on December the 4th. I got a Shenmue 3.
Again? Yovcho T, welcome. Says, I hope that for Shenmue 4 they make it so they can continue walking while talking. Matt, that is literally what I said.
We were talking. We were saying that behind the scenes, actually, that we can have that sort of Guilin walk. That would be awesome.
That would be sick. So, and especially because you've got the 3 character combination now. You've got Ren, Ryo, Shenhua. I just think that deserves like a lengthy conversation walk again, like we had in Guilin. It doesn't have to be 2 hours. It can just be like maybe like a half an hour walk or something, but just like a lot of conversation, a lot of story. You can do a lot of storytelling just with like pinging character conversations, I think. That would be great. Yanis says, concerning news about Virtua Fighter 6, I started to follow more Japanese media and especially Harada. People asked Harada for more about Virtua Fighter 6 than Sega, and every time he gets the question about it, he has this cheeky smirk on his face.
Yeah, he does. He likes Virtua Fighter.
That's concerning, though.
Oh, thank you, Hannah, for the gift sub to the Demon 123. Yes, it is. It is the person who invented Tekken, Harada-san.
Yeah. So why would that be more concerning?
I don't know if that's concerning.
Just because Sega don't care as much as he does. So, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, Virtua Fighter is better than Tekken all day. I'd just be very interested and intrigued to what they're going to do with Virtua Fighter, because you don't want to lose the essence of what it is, because they're saying, oh, it needs to stand out. I think it'd stand out already, because it's not so overtly over the top.
Yeah, there isn't like a fighting game that I'm aware of that is like literally just like in the detail of the combat. You know, a lot of the fighting games have got some sort of like crazy mechanic, haven't they? Like pushing, like smashing someone out of an arena down a waterfall into the next arena, and crazy weapons or Hadoukens. You know, whereas like Virtual Fight was always much like fisticuffs, wasn't it?
It's much more grounded, isn't it?
Yeah. Very technical, I believe. Is the word. Spag says, I think that enough time has passed that some of the hyperbolic hate has died off.
Would agree.
I'd agree too. Escotton says, I think I've shared this story before, but I found a store in New York that broke the street date, and I got someone from Reset Era to go to the store and ship me the game at quite the premium. Okay.
Good work. That's commitment.
Yeah, that's like reselling a PS5 Pro in it for like $1,000 or whatever. Got Shenmue. I'll give you $1,000 for it if you get it me now. How much would you pay for Shenmue 4 now, Matt? Right now in this position?
I don't know, actually. I just look at what's in my bank. Just give them all of it.
Just give it, yeah. Just hand over the bank.
Give them all of it.
Take it all. Clunk says, I must have played this game 4 times to get all the trophies.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I think that's kind of what they sort of expected you to do that. Because if you think, like, back in the day, I probably played Shenmue 1 like 20 times in front of my nan. Do you know what I mean? And over the years, I've probably played it like 50 times, for example. So I just think they probably expected a Shenmue fan to replay Shenmue 3, and then that's how you trigger like the fishing trophy. Whereas like people that actually go for trophies and achievements
don't
really do that sort of stuff, do they? They do that in one sitting, yeah. That's like your typical achievement hunter. And then that's why they get angry at an achievement like that. Whereas obviously if you play the game naturally.
But I'll never understand why Chobu-chan wasn't a trophy, because that would have been perfect.
That would have been perfect, mate, yeah. And then at least you'd know that you got them all as well. Like, I know there is like 130, but it doesn't really tell you that there's 130, does there? So you don't know if you've got them all or which ones you've got, I suppose. You forget, unless you were doing it like systematically, like shop, you know, and like ticking them off perhaps. You'd definitely forget if you'd been in a shop.
Yeah.
Or already, if you were just doing them willy-nilly. Jake says, good evening, gents. Are you going to catch 1,000 fish in real time? How long did that actually take people? Was it like 5 or 6 hours, someone said?
Or
like non-stop fishing?
God, it'd be longer than that, wouldn't it? I was watching a stream, somebody playing it the other day, playing Shenmue 3 the other day, just saw in the background. I was sure she said she spent like 8 hours doing it.
Really? Well, how many fish can you catch in an hour? Because there's like, isn't there like a special pond or something where you can like, you only have to cast dead short?
Yeah, there's like
cast dead far.
There's like a smaller pond, isn't there, you can go to, and it's like really quick or quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yakuza 0 parallel to the stream. Sorry for the betrayal.
Ah, Yakuza 0 is a good game. Really good game. Love it.
Collins Canali. I don't think I've seen that name before, but welcome in. Hi. Shenson says, I don't think I can stay up to watch the Game Awards if VF6 is there. I mean, maybe if it isn't there, maybe?
It's because the Game Awards. It's difficult. I went to Opening Night Live this year, and it was fine. I enjoyed it. It's actually better in person, to be honest. But
yeah, a bit more exciting being around other people.
Yeah, but the only way I'd be staying up for the Game Awards is if I knew, hands down, that Shenmue 4 was being announced there. But then I'd probably blow everybody's cover because I'd be streaming it, and people are going, "Why are you streaming the Game Awards at 2 in the morning?" I'd be like, yes.
Well, that's sort of part of the plan, isn't it, where we were going around streaming every game show, so that like, even if we knew it was at this game show, we've been streaming all the game shows anyway, so no one would know. I guess. Anyone in the comments, please help me. Yeah, go for it, Colin. What is your problem? I don't know if you've done it. Or is he bot? He says, I'm financially down right now.
It's been blocked. Don't worry, I dealt with that.
Yeah, not a good sign.
Go sell some herbs.
Yeah, and fish. So much content in this mag, you're in for a treat, everyone.
Okay, we're moving things on nicely now before we can start doing some mini games. New person in chat, Series CX1, welcome in.
Welcome, welcome.
Official Jude, the dude who got the massive Ryo Hazuki tattoo on 4. I saw that actually on Facebook. It does look really good.
I'll have to check that out.
It's really cool, actually.
December will be crazy. Dreams of Saturn and Shenmue World. Oh, it is a good month actually, isn't it? December.
And there's
Christmas.
also on December 24th that Saturn Shenmue quiz.
Is that? Is he releasing it Christmas Eve?
That's apparently what he said in our Discord, that it's coming out Christmas Eve.
Very good, very good.
And it will be playable.
We'll report on that, of course.
It will be playable on emulators as well, I think. So if it is, I will certainly give that a go on a stream.
Good stuff.
Sounds bad. I want to get rid of Shenhua
Jim
so I can
are going to storm the House of Commons, apparently.
Well, do you know what? We probably talk more sense than half of them in there.
Andrew says, has anyone watched my Curious Case of Hang On G video? I did watch that. Was that today or?
I think it was yesterday. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it properly.
Yesterday.
I plan on watching it. I'm off work Thursday before we go away for a couple of nights, so.
Okay, I won't spoil it then.
I will have a watch.
I can grab a link for that in a minute. Give me a second. Let me just get to the bottom of this chat because I feel like I'm dilly-dallying. Just see the gift sub, and that was like ages ago. During the walk, when Ren will be complaining all the time, I imagine so, yeah.
Thank you,
Got another
Series
sub.
CX1 for the Prime sub. Much appreciated.
That's awesome stuff, that is, mate. Thank you. You've got you did that like right because I use my Amazon Prime sub just because you might as well.
Yeah, I've done mine as well.
Otherwise, you're sort of just wasting that function.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to Amazon Prime. Realistically, I would maybe pay £500. Gamsal says.
That's for Shenmue 4.
Yeah, not to the Collins guy, no. Greetings from Jude, the crazy guy who got the massive Ryo Hazuki tattoo on my forearm. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I want it. I will check that out because that sounds awesome. Oh, it's Jude. You're in the magazine, aren't you, Jude? Actually, I don't know about that Shenmue tattoo, but. Probably should know that, but let me just double check. Oh no. Jude, were you the guy that I messaged to ask about the tattoo, getting the tattoo in the magazine, and then did I not hear from you or something?
Might have to be an issue 4.
Yeah, well, if people keep getting tattoos, there'll be plenty of content for the tattoo parlor again. Finding those herbs before a guide was a nightmare.
Oh God.
Hannah, we are all financially down these days. We're going to be even more financially down when the limited run game stuff releases, right?
Oh, that could drop any flipping second.
Any day. Yeah, could drop right now.
right on stream right now.
We've got Chris _00_00_TV. Hi all. Hello.
Welcome in, Chris.
The New Year's Yu Suzuki updates are also coming, which is crazy, man. I was thinking that, you know, we're going to have like the end of year sort of message from game devs, and I feel like we only just covered that.
I know. And we'll cover it
That's
again,
shocking,
obviously.
That is.
We've also...
Happy birthday, Shenmue 3.
We've also got in the middle of editing our next podcast as well. Hopefully out next week.
True.
Daily gaming videos. If I win the Euro Millions tonight, it will help fund Shenmue 4. Excellent.
Fingers crossed, mate. Right, yeah, Jude. Okay, that makes sense now. I was going to say, I remember the name. I'm the same. I don't check messages, so... like, occasionally I'll just, like, flick through my apps and I'll notice, like, my messenger's got, like, 2 notifications. It's more so because I've got my messenger on a different screen. Like, on a different section of stuff. Just because I never use Facebook, really, so...
I don't, other than for the dojo page on there. I have a Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't post
But it's handy for messaging certain people.
Yes, very true.
Same with Instagram. Like, I always forget to check my messages, but I do, from time to time, message certain people on there. So, like, sometimes I might go, like, a whole year without replying to someone. And it's, like, just because I don't go on Instagram. So I've been on Instagram and I'm like, oh my god, this dude messaged me, like, 8 months ago.
Right, let's get us some moves.
And a lot of the time, when I go on these social media accounts, I'm on, like, the Dojo account. So I don't see the messages on, like, my regular account. So Yanni says, you need to unlock the small hidden pond and you can catch them quite quick. During one fishing rental, you can get between 30 and 35 fishes. And how long's a rental? Is it like 2 hours in-game hours? Is it like 15 minutes gameplay, or am I making that up?
I'm sure it's something like that, isn't it?
It's like 9 till 12, isn't it? It's like a quarter chunk or something, I'm sure it is. And then there's like a 12 till 3 bracket or something.
Let's chop us some wood.
Missed out on being in the mag. Yeah, sorry, I just read that. Right, I'm caught up. You will give a one-word answer like innovation, and we will speculate about it for months on end. What was his word last time, Matt?
I'd have to look. I can't remember.
I know it was something to do with... It wasn't like AI, was it? It was like another word. I'm sure there was a word. Anyone remember what word he said?
No, I can't. I thought it was something to do with AI. I'd have to Google it and find out. Ah! Choppy chop chop! I love wood chopping in this game. I was addicted to it when I first played it. When the demo came out, I just sat there playing wood chopping. That's all I did.
Did we not report on it?
We would have done it at the time. I think. I'm sure I'd have done a video.
Like we didn't do a news post. Yeah, it doesn't look like we did a news post on it. You definitely did a video.
So I'm fairly certain I did a video on it at the time. Let's do another series of chopping.
that one.
I'm sure I did a video on it.
Why is that end of you?
There we go.
Keyword. Create the game you want to play. The keyword. Aspirations. Form a project with screenwriters and musicians from different industries. But this might be nice to review, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
See if we've got any inkling that he was doing that. Recent situation. This year we were able to release a fantasy shooting game called Air Twister on home game consoles and PC. Please spend the year end and New Year holidays with the easy to play Air Twister. So aspirations. Form a project with screenwriters and musicians from different industries. And then the keyword is create the game you want to play.
That could be anything, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Clunky, I wouldn't trust Rio either. He'll go off spending his money on capsules and not chopping wood.
That was it anyway.
There'll be another one. He normally does one every year. So hopefully we'll get something in there.
Just grab this video for Andrew, 1 second. So what's this? The curious case of the hang on. Oops.
There we are.
There you go.
Right. Let's go and bust some tokens. And then we're going to bust some skulls.
Yeah, I agree, Spags. They sound very Shenmue, don't they? Like, create the game that you want to play. There's like only one game that we want to play. And like screenwriters, musicians, that is like Shenmue talk, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's very Shenmue talk. We shall see. I think we're into an interesting period at the moment with Shenmue. But let's see what happens in the next year or so. We're making plenty of bloody noise. We're doing our part for sure. So I'm hoping that down the line we can then get the fourth game and that the necessary things can happen to make that a success.
Yeah. So RootTuber sort of retranslated it because I think you were just using Google Translate, but the proper translation is creating games I'd want to play myself. There's like a slight nuance to it. Yovtro, I think that the reason Shenmue 3 got a lot of criticism was because it was stuck to the previous games instead of changing, though I think that this way it makes it easy to go game to game. And I think the Shenmue fans, this is what we wanted gameplay-wise, this kind of style of gameplay. It would have been quite cool to see like a complete revolution, like on a grand scale.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But I don't particularly know what that is. Like in my head, I always pictured like Shenmue 3 to be like photorealistic, like state of the art. Sort of like what we're seeing in these Unreal 5 videos and stuff like that. That's probably what I envisioned before playing Shenmue 3.
That would be sick, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Hannah says it's so satisfying to pick each herb, but prefer fishing for trophies because then instead of maybe having missed that one bigger somewhere after the point of no return.
Come on, turtle. I didn't say stop.
What you're saying, yeah. Wood chopping is amazing. Imagine having him coaching you on at work. Just stood there whilst I post a letter.
Yes, well posted.
All those days I chopped wood as a kid, never knew I was in skill training. Skill unlocked, sore hands. Love that Tao doesn't trust Rio and has to keep an eye on him. Talk about micromanagement.
He does, but then I wouldn't trust Rio not to sod off and start buying capsules or something.
True. I suppose if you're handing someone that you've only just met an axe.
Could be dangerous.
The official dude. Yeah, it could be. I've been debating in my head for a while whether to replay Shenmue 1 or Shenmue 3 this Christmas, but in actual fact I think I'm going to play Dreams of Saturn all the way through, finally. I would chill out a bit, Jude. Go play Shenmue 1, because releasing... what was the date again, Mark? Like mid-December? You'll get like the updated version of Dreams of Saturn that's got like the harbour,
yes,
extra mini games, just loads and loads of stuff that George has added, more cutscenes, and it looks basically like a sequel to me.
It does. It looks really good as well.
I think he's having the option so that you can play the original stuff if you wanted to, or you can play like the abridged version where it sort of skips a lot of the Dreams of Saturn 1.0 stuff and gets like straight into the 2.0 stuff.
I just whooped his ass.
Yeah, man, nice one. But we are going to have like a conversation with George very soon, actually. Just sort of catch up with him. Looking forward to that.
That is going to be good.
Christmas puns as well.
Hey, Shenmue Center, welcome in.
Dean says, for Shenmue fans, Walled In is worth a watch. It as some major Shenmue 2, Disc 3 and Shenmue Online vibes. That sounds good, man. Is that the one that Xander's been talking about in the Discord?
Possibly, I can't quite
possibly.
remember. But yeah.
I will add that to my list of things to watch. Walled In. No worries, Andrew. Great video, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Fun little interesting thing I never thought about, to be honest. I never even noticed that the Hang-On G wasn't in the Japanese guides. I don't particularly know why, like you say. Don't know the reason behind why it wouldn't be in the guide. Other than, I don't know, maybe it was added in late, like a late thing, late edition, or
possibly
wanted to keep it a secret. But then why? You know, probably not, because it should be like a strategy guide. Should have that the complete thing, or maybe they all sort of copied off each other. So one, like the first guide missed it, and then all the others are like, well, they've not done it in their guide, so.
Wood chopping music kicks ass. Yes, it does. Clunky got.
It sure does.
Addicted to roll it on top.
Addicted to roll it on top. It is addictive. It's just quite slow to play into. Same with Bird, Wind, Moon, and whatever.
Oh yeah, it is a little.
Time it takes the marble, and then you're going through the menus and stuff like that. It's just a very slow game to play. I like it, and I like the satisfying marble on pottery sound.
Yeah, I
like that noise. Cool. It's just very slow. It's like, I feel like I've said this before, like I'm having deja vu, but it's like those things that used to put like 2p's in or 10p's in, and they'd swirl around the dome, and then eventually they'll go like drop. You'd see them in like Toys R Us.
No! 3!
Welcome in, Shenmue Center.
Here we go. Let's see if
Big
we can get...
White Dragon as well. Welcome.
Oh, welcome. Didn't see that name in there. Ah, yes, we've won this round.
It says loved Walled In, great film. So I think that is the one that you've been talking about. Right? Jude, we'll definitely do that. Wait for the updated version of Dreams of Saturn, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you can play it right now if you want to, but like I say, that is the new build that's coming.
And it's looking good.
You're
George,
talking weeks away, so.
George put a couple of screens out earlier, actually.
Yeah, he did actually.
Over on Twitter.
The one with
People
the
haven't seen
sort of the
them.
children sort of sat in one of the rooms in the Hazuki residence with the TV in the background.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
Sagata Sanshido advert on, which is pretty cool. And that's one thing actually that's I really liked in Dreams of Saturn, where you've got the sort of the TVs are on and you can actually hear the sound coming from the TV, and it like gets louder the closer you are to it as well. Like, remember someone's house, right, Matt? There was, well, I guess it's when you like hunted for this Santa-chans.
Yeah.
There was one where there was like a TV on playing Home Alone or something. Like Home Alone the game.
There we are. That's better.
No worries at all, Shenmue Center. We actually started a little bit late, so you haven't even missed an hour of it yet. To be honest.
You haven't, because we're having issues with the joys of restream. To make sure everybody on YouTube could also join us, because that's the we like everybody to join us. We are inclusive. I do love the lighting at night.
Oh, it's really, really nice, isn't it? Yeah. I do wish, in a way, it was more of this rural vibe with like lanterns lit, rather than like the big sort of powered generators and lights that you have in the middle of the town. But this is cool around here. It's like a nice ambient glow. And it also kind of makes sense that you would want to go to bed at like 9 o'clock, because obviously it's pitch black. It's, you know, you haven't got the light pollution.
Ah, damn it.
Lucky man. Go on, Matt, roll it on top.
Yeah, we need to roll it on top.
Yeah, says Jim, I am always thinking, like, never think of anything else. You're just always thinking about this, Yanni. About the interview you did with you, and you had in front of you the novel with the complete Shenmue story. What did he give us, actually? He gave us up to Baisha,
It was Baisha, wasn't it, the script?
Yeah, but obviously I'm not going to say, you Suzuki, you stay there, mate. I'll get all this translated, and you know, I'm flicking through every page, so we couldn't read any of it, to be fair. And it also felt a bit rude. Just holding it was like enough. It was like he's handing you something, like almost like he was handing you know, the Holy Bible or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like something like really prestigious. Almost like you had to wear gloves almost to hold it. Like that kind of formality. But yeah, we had a couple of photographs holding the script. One thing that Switch did do, actually, sort of held it open. I don't know which book that was. One of the photographs. Let me see if I can find it.
While James is looking, RudeTuber, yeah, always bet bird. I did, and I won. So there we go. Always bet bird, people.
This, won't it? Oh, that was such a good day, Matt.
I'm a little bit jealous.
That is probably my, like, obviously second to my wedding, of course. That was my, probably the best day of my life.
And then AM2, yes, we should do a crossover show at some point. Absolutely. Probably in the new year.
I don't know if anyone can see that, but that is like Switch opened on some page there. I don't know if that is the Baisha book, though. I can't quite recall.
Oh,
it's not showing up very well on camera, but the photograph is on the interview page. Like, that is the photograph there. If anyone wants to zoom in and dissect the Japanese, it's quite legible, actually.
ここで魔法の鍛錬ができるな。やっていくか。
I can't tell though, it doesn't seem to have a number on it on the page that I can see. But there's maybe a little bit of dialogue there.
Let's go whoops.
But yeah, that was amazing, that was, being able to actually hold. So we have got like all 4 of the scripts he gave us. Why is this camera like so? Why is the brightness not working then, Matt?
I don't know, your autofocus
Does
off.
that help? It's fine on my screen, but there's like the reflection of.
Yeah, it's probably. You can just see if you tilt it like that, you can just see them.
It's so weird, man. I don't know.
Let's whoop some more ass.
Still surreal. Surreal that actually happened.
I'd love to go one day. Absolutely love to go to Wisenet. Just as a. I've been there. I've seen the stuff in person.
Yeah. It was like I was expecting to be like crazy nervous, like almost that I couldn't speak nervous, but actually I don't know, maybe it was a bit of adrenaline and or they just made us feel like very welcome as well, which was nice. Very chillaxed.
Would be nice to do one when Shenmue 4 is in development. That'd be sweet.
What's that, Matt?
We go to Wisenet when 4's in development.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Do like an interview and stuff, and I would try my best to attend every single trade show that they were going to be at. One of the best things about Shenmue 3 was definitely the style of continuity in the environments and objects. Interview and switch to Yusuke this year was truly a maul to read. That is probably one of the good things that's come out of this year's Shenmue news. Because it's been quite a quiet year if you think about it, really, in general. So I'm glad like there was something to sort of hold on to. They haven't like forgotten about Shenmue. It's
still very much in their mind.
Yeah. Shenmue 4 will be the new best day of real life. That's true. I really hope the Legend of Kira novels gets released as well. That would be nice. Like eventually. Yeah, cheers, Jenny. Shenmue 4 is going to make grown men cry and get emotional.
Let's go and kick some more ass.
I thought I'd get more emotional about the anime, you know, but maybe just because it was covering old ground again, it was just a nice thing to have. It wasn't like emotionally, you know, getting to you as such. I can remember you got a little bit teary at was it the trailer or the first episode, Matt, right?
The cave, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice moment. But like, it wasn't on the same level as like the Shenmue 3 announcement, where like I literally was crying. It takes quite a lot to get me to cry, you know, actually.
That's some sweet chin music. So this Retroflex, I think it's on hard, but I can't remember. But because I'm playing New Game Plus, all my moves are leveled up, so I can smash through people quite easily.
You haven't managed to pull off that slow-mo thing, man?
Yes. Obviously, you have to let yourself get down. I think it's to 3 orbs left. And then
dodge.
And then dodge, and it slows right down. I wish they'd have told us this in like a tutorial, because that's quite sick. Yeah. You can get a few good hits in, can't you?
Yeah, aside from lack of grabbing, I absolutely love the combat in Shenmue 3. Jutas. Hopefully we'll be able to add throwing to Shenmue 4.
I think they
I'm
can.
pretty sure he did say that he wanted to, right? Anyway.
Yeah, he did. He said in interviews several times that he'd like to get throws back in there.
And says the anime had some great moments, though it might have bungled Disc 4.
Yeah,
It's not.
agreed.
But there were some nice moments in expanding of the universe. Yeah, I agree. Like all the stuff with Joy, for example, learning about her parents, stuff like they didn't need to do, but actually I'm quite pleased that they did do stuff like that because it was like giving us a little bit extra on top of like the story that we already know. We were actually getting some new content. Clunk says, I'm quite stone-hearted and never cry, but I will sob my little heart out when Shenmue 4.
I think we all will, a little bit. I think we all will.
Shenmue Center, one of my life goals is to visit Japan and meet you, Suzuki, because there are a lot of things I want to ask. Do it, man. If you make it your goal, man, you know, true sort of believer that if you want to do something hard enough,
it'll happen.
It'll happen, yeah. Some sort of wisdom there, I don't know. not the most wisdom giving person, but hopefully got something from that, I don't know. Yeah. In like 20 years time you can turn around and say, you know, that stream, that one stream on the 5th anniversary of Shenmue 3, when you said you can attain any goal that you truly believe in. I want to thank you for that.
Let's take a stroll down to the village. I like it. I like strolling down to the village.
Sometimes I wish there wasn't the option, you know, to jump, because it's just so easy to... Same with the area jump in Shenmue 1, or Shenmue 2, you know, when you come over guest house, and it's like, do you want to carry on from here, or where you were? Sometimes it's a bit too easy to...
I guess it's a quality of life thing, isn't it? I get why they do it. And I think I'd rather have the option than not. Just because if you are trying to rush something through or whatnot, it's quite nice. But I do like having the option to go and stroll down the village, pick up some herbs, and just chill.
I mean, this walk, you know, at least once or twice is stunning, really. Look at the view.
Look at the view of the village down there. The environments in this game are insane. Imagine what they could do in Unreal 5.
And even like when it's raining, you can see the footprints.
It's amazing when it rains.
I love it. Yeah.
You get that sheen, don't you, of the rain on the ground as well.
And the muddy-looking footprints and stuff.
Does Rio's health beat slower if you walk instead of run? Yes, it does. I don't know how much slower, but it definitely does.
I saw some posts actually the other day. Someone was complaining about the stamina meter being linked to like just generally just running and walking, and they was like complaining how stupid it is to have health depleting just by walking, if you know what I mean. So you could start a fight with like almost no health, but like nothing's killed you apart from walking, in a sense. Which, I mean, it's, you know, it's a fair point. Like, I think the stamina should be a separate bar, not your health.
Yeah, I do. I think it needed taking away and linking, like, to your move strength. So if you're knackered, your punches aren't going to be as hard or whatever. You can't move as fast.
Yeah. Because if there were two separate bars as well, you wouldn't need to eat as much. Like, it's a bit like I understand. Like people have been saying in the past, like when's Rio going to eat something because we've never seen him eat. So maybe they thought like, well, we'll implement the system where you can buy food and eat food, but then it's then going into the other territory where it's too unrealistic because you're just nailing like 20 black garlics, aren't you? Like nailing 20 bloody caterpillar funguses that I don't even know is a real food. It's would make more sense if the stamina didn't drain your health. So maybe after a fight, Rio's a bit knackered, maybe eats a burger or something. But having to eat like, 30 carrots to get your health all the way back to full after just running is a bit crazy.
I do love, on a separate note, that they've done separate stare animations. They don't have to do that, but they do.
Love that detail. 80 black garlic will solve that. I don't understand why Sega makes so many Sonic and Yakuza games and not a single Shenmue. That is, a fair point. I know they make money, but
But that's what it comes down
Yakuza
to.
never used to make money, did it?
Yakuza always made enough to stay afloat, and then it got big in the West, and then it's gone from there. But it's a guaranteed moneymaker, as is Sonic. Although I maintain eventually that Like a Dragon bubble's got to burst because it's being saturated as we speak. And then what do? I mean, Judgment, great game, love Judgment, but it's the same areas, it's the same sort of feel to a point. So they could do with them doing something different, but I don't know.
They would be nice of them to take a risk with Shenmue again, because it is still their property at the end of the day, and the first two didn't do too bad. It just happened to have been released on a console that was already sort of dead at the time, especially Shenmue 2, and then Xbox, it never really got going. So it didn't really get a good, fair crack of the whip, in a sense, because they were always trying to make back the money that they spent on the costs to make it and the marketing, whereas the actual game, as you can attest to everyone that's in the chat right now and the sort of the cult fan base, there's something about Shenmue that people love and really, really love. And so it's just managing the budget versus making a game, because it's not a strange thing that so many of us really, really love Shenmue and like rate it as like the best game of all time. How many more people could that reach and have the same effect on if they just were to give it another try? It's like the same with the Yakuza games. Like now, like there might be people that out there that are like saying the same thing about Yakuza, like, oh my god, like Yakuza is the best video game series of all time. But it took Sega to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, and then something stuck. Yakuza 0 was like the point that stuck, I guess, in a way, and got the series going again. I think a game like Shenmue does deserve another go from Sega. Like Shenmue 3 wasn't really another go from Sega, was it? It was like just saying like, oh, go on, you Suzuki, you do it. We're not bothered. But I think if Sega actually committed to it, just see, I definitely think it's worth seeing if they can make it a success, because it was so close to being a success back in the day. It's remembered for being like a groundbreaking video game that defined the open world genre, but they just sort of let it cessed, if that's a word, for like 18 years. So of course there isn't going to be as big of a following as there would have been directly after the sequels if they'd carried on back in the day, because you're sort of trying to rebuild an audience that isn't there anymore, because people are, you got babies that were now 18 at the time, which is, it's mad. Those babies who were born when Shenmue came out happen to be like bloody 25 now, which is insane. So you've got to sort of cater to a brand new audience, and I do think that Sega really owe it to the dedicated Shenmue fans that are like us, everyone in the chat, like the 10,000 people that tweet on the 4th of every month. Just give it another go. That's my 2 cents. Second piece of wisdom for you there.
Do I think RGG would pick it up? Probably not. I do think if they had Yu Suzuki is sort of overseeing it, I do think it would probably keep its Shenmue feel, but it's hard, isn't it, to go too far one way, too far the other way. And I do agree, Spags. They blew all that money on Hyenas not to release it and chasing trends. This is what Sega do. They chase trends, fuck it up, and then wonder where all the money's gone. Because if you look at their business history, they've made some absolute shockers of decisions.
Yeah.
But
that
there
could
you
have been
are.
all it took. Like, all the money they waste on Hyenas could have been, you know, invested in Shenmue to give it another go. I don't think if they can throw that amount of money at a game that they haven't got a clue how well it's going to do. They're just sort of hoping that it's going to, again, another game like Hyenas is going to be a game that sticks and then does gangbusters. You're talking there's a slight difference there because that's like a live service game where there's probably even higher expectations with live service games, right? Because it's going to be an ongoing monetization project, whereas Shenmue is going to get released, be a set price, and be done with almost. So it needs to sell day one almost.
Yeah.
To recoup the costs of whatever. So it's a little bit different like that. Like that 100 million probably wouldn't have made Sega, in their opinion, a ongoing profit. It would have made it probably would have made 3 or 4 games though, Shenmue games. Would have made more money than Hyenas lost.
It's just sad, isn't it? Really, when you look at that. And actually, Splash Brief makes a good point that Gio Corsi said that, you know, PlayStation had to convince Sega to localize Yakuza 5. And that was a campaign through building the list, which Yakuza finished behind Shenmue 3. So,
and in an era of physical games, Sega didn't even make a physical version of it, did they?
No, they didn't.
Yakuza 5.
Not in the West. I remember that took ages to come out.
Yeah.
They can do it, Sega. I don't know whether they will. And I'm going to come on to a topic that's going to probably annoy me when they don't do this, is Shenmue turns 25. Yeah, the Japanese release on the 29th of December this year. Do I think Sega will do anything for it? No, I don't. Which is shocking, considering they've done things for other, way smaller franchises with less of a following, yet we're still here and they won't do it. You know, 25 years. The reason that a lot of these open world games we have now exist. The reason that Yakuza, Like a Dragon, exists is because of Shenmue and all the work that Nagoshi-san did on Shenmue that he took over, modified into his own formula, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't happen without Shenmue. So if they don't do something, I think it shows a clear lack of respect, in my opinion.
I think actually when you break it down like that, what Shenmue actually did to the gaming industry, that should be applauded. That should be like, you know, a piece on the wall that says like, Sega, here, this is the first open world game of its kind that spawned what the industry is today almost. You know, but like you say, they probably won't even recognize it on the day, which is shocking, really.
And if they don't, I'm going to be pissed, and I am going to be making a point of making some noise about it. But there you are. I'm not convinced they will, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, and I will speak up for Sega as a different point, that there's Freya and Marilla over in the Sega Discord who are brilliant. They work really hard and do try very hard to satisfy all of the people that are fans of the Sega franchises that they have. And I know they can't cater to everybody. I absolutely get that, and their workloads are insane. But at the same time, 25 years, that's a big milestone. Massive milestone. You need to mark that, in my opinion. You need to find a way.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of says a lot when sort of limited run games are possibly the only people talking about these 25-year anniversary dates for stuff, if you know what I mean. Like the Dreamcast, Sonic Venture so far.
And
hopefully that's not the only bit of marketing towards the celebration of 25 years.
And actually, Shenmue Center does make a point that they are reminded of the money that was lost on Shenmue, because they did lose money on the original games. We can't beat around that bush. And at the same time, the sales figures around 3, while it made money, I don't think it made the money that people wanted. So then there's a trade-off, isn't there? How much do you invest in a series that's got sales figures that probably aren't that flattering overall? But at the same time, actually, if you gave it a chance, market it properly, put everything into it properly, what's to say it couldn't go and break that mold? The problem is that you've also you're coming in on a game 4 games in, a series 4 games in. So how do you then balance that? Do you then look at flashbacks, which I know Suzuki's talked about in interviews? Do you catch people up with the game and the story so they can play at 4 and don't have to have played the previous games? But then there's the talk of a remake or a Shenmue 0, which I've always said shouldn't be the focus of a campaign. But if any of those happened as a sort of a byproduct of what we're doing, then great. I'd be all behind it. And if that happened, fantastic. And to pick up a point further up, I'm just going to go back up the chat for a second. Where was it? Big White Dragon is saying, is there any movement to put pressure on Sega for a new Shenmue? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. On the 4th of every month, we go out on X, Twitter, social media in general, but Twitter is the main focus just because it's the one with the biggest following we have at the moment. And we go out tweeting hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4 on the 4th of every month. And at 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. Europe, 3 p.m. Eastern time, midday Pacific, we tweet together one message at the same time together to get the hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4 trending. I've done lots of videos on it, but there is a long, hard movement and a loud movement at the moment for more Shenmue games.
Certainly is. Just to pick up a point on the Sega aspect, I know obviously it comes down to business decisions and making money and stuff, but I do also, and I've probably said this in the past, believe in good faith. So if Sega have all these different IPs and they seem to be only focusing on Sonic and Yakuza, at some point a lot of those old school diehard Sega fans are sort of losing a little bit of faith in Sega as a company, because whilst I'm a big Sonic fan and I'm a Yakuza fan as well and would play those games, Sega is more than just that. There's like an amalgamation of like loads of different franchises, and I think, and they are trying to do that as well. I'm not saying like they're not actually doing, we're getting like a Streets of Rage game, Jet Set Radio game, these games that they are obviously trying to sort of bring back and regenerate some of that good faith thing. But I do think there's a business mentality behind, and this probably isn't in like any stat sheets or graphs or something that someone can actually show someone at Sega and say like, look, this affects this. But even if they did a Shenmue 4 and it only just made back the money that they spent making it, think about all the fans that are happy because there's a new Shenmue game, that then have more good faith about Sega and are willing to pick up other products and support Sega then. You know what I mean? It's not just supporting Shenmue at this point. It's like, well, this is Shenmue 4, that's how we are now. Like, go buy Air Twister because you want to support Wisenet so that they're getting an income to then eventually make a Shenmue 4. That could turn into a Sega conversation where we're saying like, go pick up the next Yakuza game, go pick up a new Sonic game, because that could go towards Shenmue 5 at that point. You know what I mean? He's like keeping the company that's behind Shenmue successful. Whereas at the moment, they're not showing any sort of respect, like Matt says, to Shenmue. So we're sort of targeting randomers in a sense. Like all of the ats in the 4th of every month sort of tweet, we do include Sega, but we're also targeting like just any company that potentially could be interested in partnering up with Wisenet to make a Shenmue game, and that shouldn't really be the case, really. It should be Sega. At the end of the day, you'd want Sega to be behind a new Shenmue game. But unfortunately, because they don't seem to be behind Shenmue as a whole, we do have to target other publishers or whatnot. I don't think it should come down to that, because I think as a whole, all of Sega's IPs and games and all that sort of stuff, that is your good faith there to all of the Sega fans out there. I mean, look how many people want like a Saturn Mini, a Dreamcast Mini, and they don't just want it because there's a Sonic game on there. They want it because they have history with all of the different Dreamcast games that they played growing up, like Power Stones, Sega Bass Fishing, Virtua Fighter, House of the Dead, Jet Set Radio, Space Channel 5, Skies of Arcadia. There's loads. And I don't know. Maybe the sort of the fan base for those properties isn't as big as just Yakuza and Sonic on its own, which, you know, you can understand. But I do think, to go back to my original point, besides potentially losing money on a game, I do think you should think outside the box a little bit. That is a business decision that helps the company as a whole. Like, I know someone was saying like Shenmue originally on the Dreamcast lost Sega money, and that's probably why they don't really think fondly of it, because they're always associating Shenmue with like losing 30 million or whatever. I don't know how much they lost.
No, I don't.
But I don't think they should think in that same style. I think they should think how we're sort of suggesting, where it's like they should be celebrating Shenmue because it's this groundbreaking, innovative title that they can talk about as the game that all these other games that came after, even from different companies like Assassin's Creed and, you know, Far Cry, even like all these open world type of games, sort of owe a little bit to Shenmue because it was the trendsetter. And yeah, I don't know, I've lost the train of thought, but hopefully I sort of got the point across there.
Thank you for the bits, big white dragon, much appreciated. I think what I'd like, take the games out of it for a minute, because I think there's business things that I think need to happen in order to make it happen. And Idris made a point further up that I do think, to a point, there might need to be some tapering of the expectations that Wisenet want to what may be on the table. And obviously Yu Suzuki has that right to choose that, and that's up to him as to whether he wants to take an offer or not if an offer's made. So it is tricky in that regard. But I do think there needs to be that level of management around it potentially as well. But what I'd like Sega to do is just show it a bit of respect for what it's done. Like, take the games out of it. Just acknowledge it and go, do you know what? All right, we're not necessarily going to make any more games at this point in time, but we're proud of what Shenmue did. We're proud of the fact it was an industry trendsetter, that it created the open world genre that we see today, or at least highly contributed to it. We're proud of that. But they don't even do that. And that's really sad. But they don't do it with a lot of their franchises, do they?
And that's the good faith aspect that I was talking about. I think that can perhaps not bring in a shit ton of money, but it can definitely associate spikes in other game sales. If you're appeasing a certain subset of fans with something, that subset of fans, you know, word of mouth and whatnot, you're talking positive about Sega again, aren't you?
And I'm picking up a point that Corporal Dwayne Hicks has mentioned about Jet Set Radio, the new game, whether it will flop badly or not, and we don't know. But I am worried about it, because this live service element, if that doesn't work and the game does flop, Jet Set Radio's dead. That will kill that franchise forever. And it's the same with Crazy Taxi. I think Shinobi would be alright, because I think with the market they're going for and the art style and everything, I think they can probably make that work for a lot less money. But Golden Axe, I don't know. Streets of Rage, we had Streets of Rage 4, which did quite well, so they hopefully do well with the new one there. But I worry about Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi, because especially Jet Set
Yeah,
Radio.
those are the sort of stabs in the darks, aren't they?
It's never really, it's never really had a solid fan base, especially when you compare it to Shenmue. The Shenmue fan base is bigger, so they've got to try and expand that fan base and hope that that game pays off, because that's going to have open world elements in it, so it's not going to be cheap to make either.
No, but in the same mindset, Matt, I feel like Jet Set Radio is possibly a little bit more pick up and play type
Absolutely,
of material
yeah,
for
I do. That I do
a lot of
agree
gamers.
with.
Whereas like Shenmue is like a very specific group of people that probably want to play that. Jet Set Radio, like same sort of vein as like Hi-Fi Rush or whatever it's called, where people just pick it up for like on a whim, like they don't know anything about it. Whereas like Shenmue, I feel like there's a little bit of that. Like people could just pick up Shenmue and not really know anything about it. But then at the same time, I feel like people going into a Shenmue game kind of understands what game it is before they start playing it.
You know, Hi-Fi Rush, like I've played that game, I really enjoyed it. Critically acclaimed all the way through. But the studio that made it got shut down by Microsoft and sold off because it didn't make enough money. Now, obviously, you've got the Game Pass element of that in terms of it may well have affected sales. I don't know too much about that. I'm just putting that out there. But if a game that's critically acclaimed like that and the studio still gets shut down, what could happen to Jet Set Radio if that game, despite being good, hopefully it is good, doesn't do well? Then what? And then you've got Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which did tap into that market. It does. That looks slightly embarrassing for Sega that somebody else has essentially made that sequel before them.
That is true, because that would have been like a massive wow moment, whereas at the moment it's not so much of a wow moment. The fix with Bomb Rush, didn't they?
And do we know how Bomb Rush sold?
I don't personally. I didn't really look into it, but there's a lot of people talking about it at the time. It didn't strike me as a game that, like, you know, would have cost 20 million to make. It's very much an indie budget title that has just been made by very passionate Jet Set Radio fans, you can tell, who know how to make that kind of game and gameplay.
Yeah, it was...
Probably on a smallish budget, I'd have thought.
So again, it's just putting it out there, I guess, a little bit. We'll see about the 25th anniversary. I've got my expectations truly set. We're obviously going to do as much as we can, and we're working on things behind the scenes and trying to pull things off to make it as good a celebration as we absolutely can. I'm sure the other community groups out there will be doing the same. I just love Sega to come along and go, all right, we're going to do something as well. Even a tweet. Just recognise it for what it did. But we'll see. Well, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? On the 25th anniversary, whack out Shenmue 4. There you go, guys. You've been moaning for so long. We're going to do it.
Shadow dropped.
But, yeah, we'll see.
Right. Let me try to catch back up with the chat, guys. So, Shenmue Center, the anime had changes I both liked and some I was not a fan of. My favourite changes are Joy's backstory and Wong having more depth than in the original Shenmue 2. What happens on the Wong side of things? I can't remember.
He has more scenes, doesn't he? That he doesn't always want to be a homeless criminal, and he sets up his little stall, doesn't he, at the end of it, selling bananas.
Bananas, yeah. These bits where he's at the Manmu Temple, right?
Yes.
You mentioned that the other day.
Because that was when we were recording our premiere episode. There was beta footage of him outside Manmu Temple, which is seen in the anime as well.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon Strip says, would it be possible for... Yeah, we sort of had that, didn't we? RGGs to take over Shenmue 4. I mean, it's possible, but maybe unlikely. I love Yakuza games, but I think Shenmue deserves just one more chance. Agree with that. Spags never wants RGG to make Shenmue 4. I mean, you'd take it if they were, right? The animations in Shenmue, the whole saga, are always amazing when it comes. Sega should have pushed for the Shenmue 1, 2 remakes instead of the remaster, and more younger players would have picked them up. Good point.
I'd love to talk to somebody about that, you know.
Yeah.
Like how far along that actually was.
Gamsal says Shenmue 0? Question mark.
Yeah, I think it could be done. I think, as I touched on earlier, if they did it, fantastic. I'd be all for it, but it needs to follow a WoW. I don't think, with all due respect, Yu Suzuki's idea of following Rio is a good one. But I don't think it needs to be the focus necessarily of the campaign. But if it happened, obviously, then great.
That's pretty scary though, isn't it? When I was about someone who was born when Shenmue was released, he'd be 25 now.
I know, that is scary, isn't it?
That is scary. Happy 5 years to you, Daniel man. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Is it weird that I review Shenmue as one whole story but divided into multiple installments? No, I don't think that's weird, because it kind of is like that.
Quite right.
Yeah. It's broken up into 11 chapters, isn't it? So. Oh, no way. KNK said, I was that baby. 1999 child. That's insane, man. Oh, wow. Mad.
Would agree, Sam. Shenmue fishing is better than Yakuza fishing.
Idris would be okay for RGG to make Shenmue 4. Yeah, read some of this. I got into the series back in 2022 when I was 21. So you're similar then, Shenmue Center. Jesus, so 2001 you were born.
God, we're the old bastards then.
Bloody hell.
I mean, we are old bastards, but that's besides the point.
It is quite nice to see, like, he didn't need to... It wasn't like a flash in the pan moment, like you needed to have been there at the time to fully get Shenmue. It's nice to see that people still get Shenmue and get the bug rather.
Yeah.
And like, can be passionate even as early as like 2 years ago. That's really cool, actually.
And that's what the re-releases did do, that allow people to access it, like on modern platforms and pick it. And they are quite cheap games now as well, which does aid it, I think, a bit as well.
What's this? The Amazon Yakuza series Beyond the Game episode tells you not to give Shenmue anyone else but Yu Suzuki's own team. Oh, right. Sorry, you're on about the TV series, the Yakuza show. Is it because it's bad? Is that what you mean? I know it's been sort of critically panned a little bit, hasn't it, that Yakuza series?
Yeah, Shenmue the anime's got far better reviews than that. Just saying.
Very curious about what stunt Matt is on about. Will it be happening on December the 4th? It will be happening on December the 4th, man.
Yes.
For sure, Jude.
And
keep
an
eye out.
Absolutely, if you are... Yeah, we'll give more details later on, but it is going to be visible in person. I will not say more than that.
No worries, Shanson, welcome back. Feels like spinning node, yeah. Whenever Sega think of Shenmue, they are reminded of that one. God, how far back am I, actually? They spit out Yakuza games every 6 months and chase trends every 5 minutes. They should throw Shenmue Burner 2, agreed.
Oh wow, Gamsev has
Oh, what's
given away
this?
5 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you.
Dude,
Oh no,
nice
Daily
one.
Gaming Videos has. Sorry, I get myself right. Daily Gaming Videos have given away 5 gift subs. Thank you very much, and has started a hype train. Whatever a hype train is.
Very good,
for
very good.
Twitch.
Hopefully that train's going to see Shuzo or whatever.
Yeah, go to Shuzo.
Yeah. Thanks for that daily game. It's pretty sick. It's nice seeing them like keep popping up on the screen.
Much appreciated.
もしかして
Yeah.
わかるのか私も
Johnny
ハッカソン
Darko.
は憲法が
5 years
25 years to
anniversary.
tell 16 chapters. Not really. How many chapters are we in? We're like 4, 5 maybe max.
Splash Breeze has become a
25
member
years.
as well. Much appreciated.
Woohoo. Appreciate it, guys. I love how that one's a zombie. Is that because it's on YouTube?
Yeah. Oh, bugger.
So Idris says, let's be honest guys, it hurts, but the main reason many studios don't want to touch Shenmue, there is good interest in picking it up, is because of Yu Suzuki, but there's no Shenmue without him. I know he's like... Do you mean like because he's like quite difficult to work with back in the day, and he's like very particular, and sort of wants more than maybe he should do, if you know what I mean? Like he wants the best out of every project, but that sort of leads to new ideas, and it's a constantly evolving project. But I don't think you can do Shenmue without him, for sure.
No, I don't think you can.
He needs to take a step back and take an overseer role, pass production to someone else. And Idris. Daniel Man says, I sometimes think they should just reboot it. Good work.
Yeah, reboot could absolutely work.
Big White Dragon says, Shenmue 1 has been the most surprising and innovative game in the entire history of video games. No other game has surprised me much again.
私ですか
GG, happy 5th to Shenmue 3.
これはジョー国威さんです
I found it hard to believe Shenmue was the only Dreamcast game lost money on. That's true. I mean, it's obviously the Dreamcast as a whole lost money on itself. It wasn't just Shenmue. Danny Wants says, part of me would like to see the whole series be rebooted as much as I want Shenmue 4. I wouldn't mind seeing them just do a full reboot of the series. Sega blew millions on Arsenal.
They did indeed. I remember that.
People want a Skies of Arcadia remake.
So I don't think that's got much chance either, you know, Skies of Arcadia getting a remake.
Bit of a struggle, right? It's getting some merch though from Limited Run Games.
Yes, it is.
Sega really needs to have some faith and take risks, even if it does not always pay off. I mean, they take enough bloody risk, but just in the wrong things.
Yeah, they just chase the trends far too late and then wonder where the money's gone.
Yeah. Hopefully there's a Shenmue trend where they're just 25 years too late. Seems like Sega blames Shenmue for losing money on it, as if they weren't responsible for creating a situation where they would have had to sell 2 copies of Shenmue for each Dreamcast in existence. Yeah, I've heard that before actually. Good point. Sega almost wants people to hate them. I imagine Sega is Tony Hayes from the BBC and us Shenmue hardcore fans as Alan Partridge asking. Smell at you, Sega. Sega cancelled Half-Life when they were about to press it on disc. That's true. There was even like a primer strategy guide that was released for Half-Life.
Yeah. I think I could be wrong, but weren't white labels already out as well for Half-Life?
Sounds about right, you know. Because obviously there's a finished build of the game playable.
Like, obviously, I could be incredibly wrong.
I think you're right. I think there was. I think review copies, right? The magazines and stuff played it. Because I think even in some of the magazines they'd already gave it a score as well.
Which is mad, isn't it?
It is mad, yeah. Yanni says, good explanation, Jim. If I was a Sega executive hearing this, I would be ashamed now. Show it a bit of love. It feels like they piled a decade's worth of decisions that got them pushed out the console space and put all of that on Shenmue, and they bungled Shenmue's releases by porting to Xbox. True. Not even bothering to port Shenmue 1 there as well. Shenmue is a game that the industry needed back then. Maybe it's time to reboot Shenmue Online now that every game is an online service these days. Funky. It's time to resurrect Shenmue Online. There's your live service, Sega. Actual demand for Shenmue, not JSR. Shenmue Online is a game that the fandom was split about back when it was announced. That's kind of true, actually.
Very true, actually.
Tango Gamesworks is still alive, though.
I need to...
Crafton purchased the studio.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, that was when you were talking about.
Acid Snake, Outer Heaven Gamer, has donated $49.
Bloody hell.
For nearly $50.
What?
Thank you very much. That is insane.
That is like the most...
I'll be back. I need blue.
Probably the biggest donation type thing we've ever had, right, Matt? That's insane, man. No, Matt's gone blue. I appreciate that. That's insane. Thank you. We don't expect anything, guys, but that's amazing. That will go directly into the dojo kitty that we've got. Like me and Matt have got like a Discord chat with a pinned comment where we just updating the total, and then whenever the next server payment comes out, and then we've got like a social media payment thing that comes out that sort of covers a lot of the social media things. We've got the, I know the domains are not too expensive actually. I think we might own like 3 or 4 different domains, and they're like a tenner a year, so they're not too bad. But then we've also got the stuff that we do with the podcasting, costs like that. So we sort of got a tally, giveaways. We've actually been buying a lot of giveaway merchandise that you've seen. We're giving away like 10 items today. We've got 5 things on Twitter, 5 things that we're going to be doing at the end of the stream as well. And like any money that we generate sort of goes into those things, allows us to be able to do more stuff like that, which is awesome. When we sort of managed those payments through the kitty. Welcome back, Matt.
Pick up on Sun's comment. It was very close. I was like, oh heck, I need the loot. That's an
just
insane...
explaining the kitty situation that we've got on Discord, where we like keep updating the total depending on like the bills and stuff that come out.
Yeah, it all goes towards bills for the website, competitions, the lot. So it all goes back into the community.
Yeah, Acid Snake, amazing, buddy. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk sold 60,000 and $2 million in 3 days. That's pretty fair going. It's not too bad, you know. Like a new IP. And that's without like the marketing push that a company like Sega would be able to do. Yanni says, I also believe that many gamers who also follow these companies and their favourite franchises don't want to hear that their favourite game will be outsourced. Imagine Nintendo outsourcing Zelda, Capcom outsourcing the RE3 remake, and after that they told that they're going to make RE games only within their own house.
It hasn't popped up again, but it may do. I think there might be a delay on YouTube. But Acid Snake has donated another $19.99 for the super chat.
Did he?
Yes, it's come through the chat.
For some reason, I can see that on the chat, and for some reason when I read that, I was thinking maybe like that's.
There it is. There you go. As soon as I mention it, there it is.
Ah, bro. Okay.
It's insane. Thank you so much.
You should save this money for the limited run games merch when that drops. Make sure everyone buys that. Because I don't know if we've actually talked about this on stream, but we must have done like the 4th of the month when we were talking about EGX and the tub stuck guy.
We did on the last stream.
Yeah, okay. But essentially, guys, Shenmue merch dictates like more merch essentially. So if it sells really quickly, there's a fair use case there for that company to then go back to save and say we want to make some more merch. So think of this statue, for example, the Rio Heartbeats thing. Unfortunately, because this didn't sell as quickly as the Yakuza statue, no more statues were made, which was like quite disappointing to me because they already had the concept drawn up for a Rio on a forklift, a Rio punching a QT title machine. But unfortunately, because of the sort of the slow sales, they did eventually sell these. I guess they made profit.
Yeah.
But it's just that sort of return on investment and a lot of money sort of held up in stock. Is the reason why it's not really beneficial to them to put all of the resources and all of like that sort of warehouse space into something that isn't going to sell that fast, whereas like they could release a Yakuza item and it sells out in a few days, and that's sort of the reality we're going to face. But if you turn around and like Limited Run Games release like a sick line of Shenmue merchandise that we're going to be doing any day now or any month now, if you can get some good numbers from that, then there's like I say, a use case there that let's make more, let's do more Shenmue stuff, if that makes sense.
And that's the thing, isn't it? So when limited run games happens, if that sells, say, second to Sonic, because Sonic's gonna sound insane, isn't it? Let's not beat around the bush. But if it sold second to Sonic, that's a line in the sand, and people are gonna make more merch.
I think the fact that they're actually making Shenmue merch is a win.
Yeah, I do.
I know it's Josh, and he's a massive Shenmue fan, but if you think actually like the amount of merchandise that we do still get, like Insert Coin Clay, then just this year released the pin, the new T-shirt, the new jacket. Sega Shop did not too long ago, like the coin, the pen, the perfume, and all that sort of stuff. We're getting some merchandise. The tub stuck Rio as well within the last couple of years. That figure I've just shown. So we're getting more than some other franchises are. For example, like Jet Set Radio. Apart from this new game that's coming out, I can't say I've seen any Jet Set Radio merchandise for years.
No,
maybe like one T-shirt. So at least Shenmue is actually getting merchandise on a fairly frequent basis, and we're waiting on the next drop of Shenmue merchandise. So if you can keep buying it, obviously don't like waste all your money if you've not got the money to spend. But if you've got the money to spend and you want to support Shenmue, that is definitely a clear-fire way of supporting Shenmue.
Absolutely, it's very.
It's going to tell Limited Run Games, it's going to tell Sega that this is a desirable property.
It's quantifiable, because then they can go, we sold X amount in this amount of time, we made this amount of money.
Yep. Which is why I don't care about like buying multiples of stuff if it's Shenmue. Like people might think you're crazy, and maybe it is seen as like a weakness, a hoarder mentality. But I'd only do it to Shenmue stuff. Like I've 2 or 3 copies of everything, and then that's like additional sales as well. If you think of it like that. Like some guy might remember that, but some guy was having a go at me in the Shenmue 2 regional variants.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He was saying like, it's people like you that are like bad for preserving games or whatever, because you're stopping people from buying copies of Shenmue 2. And I was like, mate, go on eBay right now, mate. You could copy Shenmue 2 Xbox for about a £5. There's loads on there. I'm not stopping anyone from not getting a game.
Oh, it's madness, isn't it? People think that way.
Yeah. He got no intention of buying one anyway.
No.
Just love a little moan.
Just wanted a social media moan.
Right, I'm going to speed run the chat, guys. GG. I think we should stay really focused on Shenmue 4, 5 and 6 first. We can have Desert once the saga is finished. You can probably mean dessert, right? Yu's not getting any younger, you know. And I do agree with that, actually. I think we should focus on the future rather than the past again.
Yes,
and then go back to the past after the future's finished. I would like if Shenmue 0 followed a WoW. Same. Shenmue Fishing kills my hand. Okay, Renner, I believe you. Street Hawk fan. 2001, we were also young. I mean, speak for yourself. Would be cool if fishing was in Shenmue 1 and 2 and you could use the fishing rod controller. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
Problem is that most people have lost their selective criteria. For example, in anime, if you watch an 80s, now the current animation is horrible, but most people don't care and swallow anything. Interesting take that, actually. I know it... Is that sort of like what you're saying there is like what potentially you could say towards, say, Disney, where it's like everything was hand-drawn and like the animation of like the old cartoon style, you're never going to get that again because they're all like CG, you know, like Frozen, those type of films that they do these days. They don't really go back to the sort of roots of the hand-drawn cartoon nature, do they, in Disney films? Which is a shame. I suppose you could... Maybe that is the kind of like the point that you're making there, like the anime is... it used to be like so uniquely drawn back in the day. Whereas now it's all like sharp lines and stuff, perhaps. I don't know. Yanni, for some reason people who were born during the release of Shenmue 1 and are now grown, if I met them in real life, I would kindly pat them on the head.
That's quite funny.
The Yakuza show should have been an anime, Daniel Man says. K&K, I knew about the series for a long time, but never had the opportunity to play as a child. After playing Sega All-Stars Racing on DS, I was interested about Rio. That's
there you go, that's
a deep sort of deep cut into Shenmue. I wonder if there's anyone that discovered the series from that one little cameo of Rio in Project X Zone 2.
Oh, you never know. Such a random cameo that was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Join the damn train all the way to Shenmue 4. Fully understand what Shenmue is and I wish my friends understood what it is. That was always difficult for me, like trying to get my friends into it as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were the same, Matt, but there was a couple of people that I managed to get them to like play it, but then they didn't really stick it out.
No, a few of mine didn't. Thank you, Jason Lando, for the sub, by the way.
Cheers, Jason. You the man. Shenmue the anime was pretty good. I was hoping they would at least continue the story in anime.
They might still, but I think again it'll be a byproduct of the campaign we're running at the moment.
We have got a hashtag Shenmue Anime 2.
We have. It's very strange that situation, but that's a conversation probably for another day.
Yeah. Shensun, the game still looks gorgeous. Agreed. Theme of the anime is an awesome track. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a banger, that one.
It's a banger, isn't it? I've not heard it for a bit actually. It's cool. Should play that on the show. We should play more anime music on the show, actually. I forget about that.
We just get copyright strikes.
True. I wouldn't mind someone else developing Shenmue with you, Suzuki, just overseeing things. Might be easy for you. Enjoyable career.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think it could work, actually. Dannyman says he's still holding out some anime distribution company does a limited run of Shenmue anime on Blu-ray. I mean, limited run games potentially would be the ones that would be able to do something like that, I would have thought.
There we are.
Like a nice collector's box for it as well. Shenmue-sen says he's still working on that Shenmue prequel fanfiction series.
Excellent.
Interesting. Very good. Clunky says I'll take anything at this point. Novel, manga, anime, indie game. Me at home and put it down the phone. Hyena's budget could have completely finished the Shenmue series, Skies of Arcadia series, a Shenmue anime, Fighter, etc. I think a game made by Westerners like or Sifu, is it, could hopefully change Yu Suzuki's stance on hiring Westerners for Shenmue. I'd like Ryan Payton and Camouflage to be involved in Shenmue 4, Shenmue VR. Question mark.
I mean, they are the premier Camouflage, probably the premier VR studio in the world at the moment after Batman Arkham Shadow, which does look insane.
Yeah, I'm a bit jealous that that isn't coming PSVR 2, really.
I know.
At least at the moment. Hopefully it's just an exclusive.
Maybe one day, but I mean, he's owned by Meta. I think Camouflage was bought out by Meta, so it may not.
May never. Sony spent $200 million on Concord this year alone. Oh, all that wasted money, eh? We should find the Sega CEO's Twitter or social media and put him in the monthly 4 tweets.
Can do.
Has he got a Twitter, that guy?
I don't know the honest answer. I wondered
Shenmue community is very... Sorry, man. Carry on.
I wondered if when we were harassing their helpline in Japan, whether that went through anywhere. Obviously, we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Pissed them off even more.
Probably pissed them off.
Acid Snake says the Shenmue community is very therapeutic and passionate. Love you guys. The Shenmue community is very same thing. Appreciate that, mate. Marvel spent $900 million on Snow White and Red Hulk movie. Snow White and Red Hulk movie.
Oh yes, they did. They spent a lot of money on those sorts of things, and not all of them have been massively successful.
Snow White? Marvel? Or maybe Disney. Is that Snow White remake? Is that the one? Is that the one he means that's coming out? You made Matt piss his pants on that donation. Yeah, some nice love for Acid Snake. Very good, very good.
We'll have to do the giveaway in a bit.
Jude says, sat here with my Dalmatian Phoenix, who's wanted to jump on the couch right now. I'm the only one who's named pets after Shenmue's. That's pretty cool. My pets are actually named after, well, 2 dogs, Star Wars characters, Darth and Chewie. And then my wife named the female dog we've got, Luna, after, I think, someone from Harry Potter.
Oh, Luna, Luna Lovegood? Something like that.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right, man.
I could be wrong, I don't know.
But yeah, Shenmue. What would you name your dog, Matt, if you could name it a Shenmue thing? So you had a second dog, what would you name it?
Name it Tom.
Phoenix is quite cool, actually.
Phoenix is a good name.
Tom does work.
Right, I'm going to save up here, and then...
Tom. Goro.
I'll get the old marbles out, and we can do our marbles.
Yes. We're going to do the giveaway soon, guys. So stick around, of course.
Pull up Acid Snake. I'm sorry you've been through a bad time just picking up a comment further up. But I'm glad we've helped make things a little bit easier for you. But again, the donations are very much appreciated.
I'll get to that actually. Let me just nail through this chat, Matt.
Quality. Again, I need to set up anyway, so.
Okay, yeah, sound. I remember going through a lot of traumatic experiences, but you guys make me feel better and make. Appreciate it. Glad we can help. I mean, I don't really think that we're doing that sort of stuff when we're just chatting bollocks. But if it is therapeutic to someone, then bloody hell. It's cool. I just would never expected that from like me talking. Right, what are we expecting from Limited Run? What type of merch? Good question. Don't really know, but I would say, yeah, you could probably go off of like say Sonic Adventure merchandise. There's going to be some sort of game case replica with a limited edition trading card in there. So that's going to be amazing. I'll definitely pick up a few of them. There's going to be some Shenmue themed trading card collection things. So there's going to be like a box, a folder, some sleeves potentially.
Yeah.
Shenmue looking sleeve things for the cards. And then like Max has probably a t-shirt or a couple of t-shirts. I know Sonic has got a hat, so there could be like a random item of clothing or just a random item. I don't know, like Big the Cat's hat, I think was the Sonic Adventure one. So yeah, hopefully not like 7 skate decks. That's the only one that I don't really want.
No, because that's.
I mean, they would be cool, but they're expensive, and then storage, etc. I'd like a big statue or something. That'd be cool, like a Shenmue statue.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. I have Shenmue stuff on all my watch lists on multiple shopping sites. Shenmue novels and figures. Wallet is ready for a Shenmue merch drop. Jet Set Radio was part of that Ubisoft game Roller Champions. That was weird. The fact that Shenmue merch is being made is truly awesome. Shenmue's been safe and confident space for you. Yeah, I think Shenmue does have that sort of therapeutic quality about it. Not necessarily me and Matt chatting away, but Shenmue can. Especially like in this Christmas period, if you're ever alone, sit down, play Shenmue. It can definitely help you get through any sort of what's the word? I can only think of the word sad, but you know what I mean. Not like there's a better word than that.
I know what you're going for, though.
Yeah, like a lonely feeling. There's plenty of copies of Shenmue 2. Yeah, got on quite a while behind actually. When I was working for Ubisoft, there was a lot of merch stuff. Some sell fast and some slow, but eventually all of it sold. But then I asked my boss, why we don't try another big Prince of Persia game? He explained to me that even though the Prince of Persia merch sold out, it was not sold during a certain time frame. That's probably the same situation with Shenmue then.
Yeah.
It like took a year to sell. It sold, but it took a year. But Assassin's Creed and Ghost Recon sold in the desired time frame, so now we focus on them. Yeah, which is a shame to hear that, but yeah, makes sense. Jeff Gersman. No, I'm not reading that. Don't like that guy. Spent 20 minutes on the phone with my best friend in middle school, begging him to play Shenmue. He had a Dreamcast, owned every Sega console, but refused. It's frustrating. Splash, mate. I hate that. I'm not playing no Shenmue. I plan to play Shenmue for the 4th time in December, leading up to the 25th anniversary. Anime Limited UK do some nice limited editions. Sega Shop UK is 0 Shenmue merch at the moment, which is a shame. They used to. They used to have at least a couple of things. Shenmue 4 will never rest. Sega could work with Meta. Why don't they have VR titles like Sea Smash? Sort of. Might have to get the pitchforks out and go Resident Evil 4 Villager mode on Sega at some point.
It's tempting, isn't it?
Or like Jebediah Springfield, that sort of thing. Chop the head off of Sonic. The Shenmue anime as a bootleg release on eBay, yeah. You guys shouldn't forget to buy Air Twister collectible editions. There are only about 350 pre-orders for the collectors. We've actually got a couple of them on pre-order already. But I do agree, like, definitely, if you haven't pre-ordered an Air Twister thing from Strictly Limited, is it, Matt?
Yeah, Strictly Limited Games.
They still got some of that stuff available. I couldn't say Disney tonight. Sure why. Something happened Disney-esque, I don't know. Always good to have Matt and Jim talking to him in the background when doing various tasks around the house. Oh, I'm at the bottom of the chat, Matt, yes. We all know
yes.
The good Matt rant soothes our souls. It'll soon be December the 4th, 17 days, I think. Man who remembers phoning their friends on the old school house phones, truly a lost moment. Shenmue reminds me of that every time I pick up the phone in the game. Beautiful. That is true, actually. I was speaking to someone earlier how no one phones anyone anymore. I don't know if it's just round here or maybe other countries still use phones, but we just like text or Discord or WhatsApp.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just text my mum and dad these days. It's a shame. It is kind of a lost art. Whereas, like, phone calls were like the way to communicate back in the day, weren't they?
They were. And sometimes you turn up to a place not knowing when your friend was going to turn up because...
Exactly. There was no way of contacting them.
Right.
Right, giveaway-wise, what have you got? You've got the T-shirt, right?
I got
Which
a
one to do
T-shirt.
first, Matt?
Oh, that's a good question.
Shall we go from, like, smallest prize to biggest prize, or
we can
just
do.
random?
I don't know what the smallest is or the biggest prize is, to be fair.
Maybe plaster pack smallest?
Yeah, alright
Okay, let's whet our appetite with a Shenmue 3, the first race, guys.
Right, let's
And I
choose.
will, as well, get the other giveaway tweets up that we got going.
Let's choose.
Like I say, these giveaways that we've posted today across social media, they are available on other platforms, so we will be looking to sort of mix things up a bit, maybe pick a Blue Sky winner, pick an Instagram winner, maybe toss a coin to sort of figure that out. But for the time being, the best bet is these tweets. I'm going to post 5 tweets, 5 prizes here. And these are in addition to what we're about to do with the marbles. Don't forget the duck racing music, Matt.
Oh, don't you worry, I won't forget about that. I'm just catching the last couple of people in.
Okay. So in order of links in the chat there, and actually, are they clickable for YouTube people, Matt, you know?
I don't think so. They might need putting on YouTube themselves.
We put them on YouTube as well, but in order there. So the first one is Shenmue Edition, like the original standard one. Got like the light box in, patches, the stickers, the game, of course, and a couple of other things I can't think. Oh, the mirrors. Second one is a Shenmue 3 t-shirt. This one. The third one was the Steelbook, I believe. The fourth one's the art book, which is here. And the fifth one was a Pix and Love sealed edition of the game, which is a top prize. Actually, they sell for like over £100 right, Matt, I think. Especially sealed.
Yeah, something like that. Right, let's hopefully just make
Something
sure this
like
is all
that.
in.
Going to put the
Oh, it hasn't put
those
all the
links again
marbles
in the YouTube chat, guys, if you were interested.
Oh, weird.
Is that clickable still? I don't know if that's clickable even on YouTube, Matt.
Huh. Let me go to race menu. Sorry, there's been an issue there. So I've got...
I'll do it anyway. Might be easy to copy and paste.
Finish 35 names.
There you go.
Bots. There we go.
So I should have said, if you want to be part of this race and you haven't, Matt's essentially been taking everyone's name from the chat. So you might have needed to leave a comment, especially on YouTube, I think, because it doesn't show us who's actually viewing on YouTube. If you want to leave a quick comment while Matt's... But yeah, we think we've got everyone's name.
Sean Hastings and series I haven't got. Right, that's fine. Good. This is good.
Yeah, might as well do it while we can now.
Sean
Anyone
Hastings.
else we're missing? Yeah.
Thank you for the
Let us
follow.
know.
Drawn Emerald Sword, by the way. Much appreciated.
What do we have to do to enter? You've
done
literally by typing that message, you're in.
Oh, and Shan Zero
we've
TV
got a
has just
subscription.
subscribed, so that's going into the names as well.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Appreciate all the subs, guys. Flying Waffle? Is Flying Waffle in?
No, because I hadn't seen a comment from them, so that's going in.
Yovcho says he's in 2 times, so that's nice and honest of him.
Oh, thank you
Over
very
there.
much. Joe Kitchen.
Joe Kitchen wants to win some prizes. Drawn Emerald Sword.
Aguero. Everyone's waking up now, look.
To be fair, we didn't really say how this works, I guess, for new people. Face C? You got that?
Face Z, no.
Samian, maybe? Did you get Samian?
Yeah, Sam's in.
Where's the two you've chose, man?
I don't know, actually. Yeah, it's at the top there. Right, I think
Thanks
this
for being
is
honest on that.
I think this is everyone. I think I have Shenmue. Yeah, Shenmue.
Oh, are you leaving two in, or did you get rid of one?
I've got rid of one. Thank you very much.
Cool. Shenmue Center? Just stopped in, Joe. Welcome.
41.
Nice of you to pass by just for the giveaways, Joe.
Oh, Zolkan, there's one more. You've just done that.
Just sneaked in at the last.
Zolkan. Right, 42.
Eventually
right.
we'll have to put a line in the sand, I think, now.
I think that's it
so
now.
Let's go. Yep. So plaster pack first, guys, and I'm going to write your name down. And please, actually, if you do win a prize, contact us, because it's always a bit difficult for us to contact you, I find, this way round. So if you can contact us, you know where we are. You can contact us in the Discord, on Twitter, on another social media thing. We'll pick you up there as long as we know who you are. And obviously, you're not pretending to be someone else.
Hang on. Right, there we are. Well, we're going. Hopefully Duck Racing is playing for everybody as well. So we're starting. We're playing Enemy of the Gates. This is for a plaster pack. Official Jude has taken a very early lead with Guppy just behind Renners. And then the chasing pack.
Direct message, Guppy Koi, if you're asking what DM means.
So we're still going.
Just send us a message.
Oh, Official Jude has
Retuber.
been killed. Johnny Darko's now taking the lead with Guppy in second.
Rip.
Thank you, Data Gaming Videos,
Is
for becoming a member.
listed, Matt?
I think so, but if not, I can make sure they're added next
get
time
in
around.
second
That is
race.
my fault. There's lots of people being killed here at the moment.
Nice. Daily Gaming Videos became a member. Thank you. You've been handing out the memberships and then... Appreciate that. Don't know if you saw that pop up, Matt, but yeah.
I think I did. Johnny Darko is in the lead at the moment and has just died, so that's been killed. Ozumath is in the lead at the moment, and Annie Gelling. Oh, Series CX1 is just taking the lead. Oh, it's tight here.
This is the...
This is it.
Final furlong.
And Angeling has won with Abdullah in second. I'm Aguero in third. Ozumath in fourth.
Abdullah?
Series CX in.
Was Abdullah in the chat?
Yes, Abdullah did pop in.
I've not even seen
in.
Abdullah.
And
Okay,
I'll
fair
make sure
enough.
YouTuber is in there as well for the next one through.
Abdullah is back. But yeah, he didn't win. So yeah, Anjali, if you're there, you've won a Shenmue 3 plaster pack. Please contact us, like I say, anywhere that you know where we're at. Email us, Discord us, social media message us. I'll add your name actually.
Right, and let me pop YouTuber in. That is my fault. Apologies for that.
Angeling, Shenmue 3 plaster pack.
Okay.
So we're moving on up now, Matt.
We are moving on
We'll
up.
move into the Shenmue pen next. So these are nice from Insert Clean Clothing. It's actually the only item that we're giving away that isn't Shenmue themed. This Shenmue 1 themed pin. It's got the... Try and get as close as I can. It's got the Hazuki Tiger.
So
There's the pin. Oh, I've gone too high, sorry.
we are now going
and then the
for...
sort of Shenmue 1 box art.
The name of this is called Death Alley. Let's get cracking. We have our duck racing music in the background here. Oh, no we don't. It's kicked everybody out. Let me fix that. That's annoying. Game. Ugh. Oh, marbles just dropped down there. 1 marble. There you go.
Is that the winner?
That's the winner. Why did it do that? Right, you have to click bots these times. Right, let's try again. Alright, let's have ourselves some duck racing. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Death Alley, ladies and gentlemen.
Does look like lucky hit.
Does a bit, right, doesn't it? So at the moment, Shenmue Center has taken a very early lead. Has been boosted down the main track here. The chasing pack just behind. And this is where it starts getting difficult. It starts slowing everybody down. So Brown Bread's gone flying. That's Peter Wilson. Ozymath has gone flying as well. So there's a couple of early deaths there in Death Valley. And we've got a long way to go. Corporal Dayton Hicks has just taken the lead with Amaguaro and Faces Ed just behind Official Jude and then the chasing pack.
I'd love you to commentate on a horse race, Matt.
I don't think you would. So Spags has now taken the lead with Corporal Dwayne Hicks in second and is actually pulling away from the rest of the chasing pack. It is very tight. ASC14 is just coming in. Annie Jelling is back in. Yovcho T. And Spags again is making his way through the next section. Oh, he's having a bit of a wobble. He survived it. He survived it. Somehow Daniel
Spags
Man.
in the lead
Daniel Man.
still.
Oh, Street Hawk is coming through now. This is getting very, very tight here. We've got 2 more sections to go by the looks of this. With
It does finish on some, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
The chasing pack just following. Oh no, we've got a few more sections here where people are really going to die looking at this.
Oh, look at boost from Spags though.
He's away, but it's all to play for
We have to
still.
burn us on.
Because now they're going to get bopped around as we get to the final section here. Oh, this is going to be really tight. Oh, I think Spags has just taken it. There we are.
Nice one, Spags.
And then coming in second
Shall we
place
pen
is
your way?
Daniel Mann. Official Jude in third.
Shenmue pin. Congratulations, buddy. Pop that
Considering
aside
it's
for you.
called Death Alley, not many people died. Oh, Duck Race is now playing in my
big long
earphones.
alley, at least. Is it? I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's in my ear headphones now, randomly.
So what prizes have you got again, Matt? You've got a t-shirt and...
So the...
Oh, the Kickstarter sleeve.
Yeah.
Let's do the Kickstarter sleeve next then.
Okay.
It's probably the next prize up, I would have thought.
Oh.
These... The back here.
Ah,
He's going to get burnt, I think.
He's
Let's cut him.
dead. So let me turn off Duck Racing just for a second. So final results, first Spags in first, Daniel Mann in second, Official Jude in third. With 23 out of 43 finishers. So next we are doing...
That, or we good?
I think we're good. Then we have got the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter sleeve. I need to find us a level.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool if you weren't happen to be like part of the Kickstarter for whatever reason. Maybe this sleeve passed you by back in the day.
Let's go for...
Thinking maybe some of these more recent fans.
Hard Landing.
Keith says, can I get on this one?
Yes, you can.
Good timing, Keith. Won't say no to elusive Shenmue merch. Yeah. Good luck.
44. And so we're going for Hard Landing this time.
Okay.
Let's get our Duck Racing playing. And let's hit this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, oh, we've got an interesting start here where everybody's going
This
down
is
the
like
plug
one of
hole.
those...
Looks like a water
one
park
of those
sort of thing,
things I was
doesn't
about.
it?
Where you put the money in.
Oh, yeah, very true. Looks like that as well. So here we go. So everybody is whizzing around at the moment, so I could not tell you who the hell is in the lead, other than it's going to be Carnage. But everybody, 44 out of 44 have started. Nobody has died yet. This is good. But we haven't got there yet. It's going to be interesting when they get through. So Joe Kitchen has taken an early lead coming out of the section first. Everybody seems to be going to the left, actually. Oh, no, a few going to the right now. So there's a booster there. So RudeTuber's just taking a lead. And Joe Kitchen's hit a boost as well. It is going to be tight coming into the second section here. Is that boost going to be enough, or is people going to go flying off? So Joe Kitchen is still in the lead here. They're zooming away, actually. Zooming faster than I can keep up. Although I suspect people are going to die now. Yes, lots of people are dying. This is good. It means I can catch up.
I'm sure there's a faster pan button, isn't there? But
there probably is. I just don't know where it is. So Sam I Am is in the lead with Sheep in second. And Sam I Am has won. That was a quick jump. They got a jump and a boost and they won immediately. Wow. Okay, that was over much faster. Which probably is good or bad depending on your perception of those sorts of things. Sam I Am is in the lead. Johnny Darko in second, Sheep in third, Gamslev in fourth, Shenmue Center in fifth. That was insanely fast, actually.
Very good, very good, very good.
Like that was, someone got a boost, and then that was like a absolute killer of a boost that did there. Like fair play.
Yeah, well done, Sam. Very good, very good.
Literally boosted him like halfway down the track. There's still a few going flying, actually. Yeah.
Drop us a message somewhere, and we'll sort that prize out for you
accordingly. So there we go.
So last two prizes, guys. We've got a T-shirt, Shenmue 3 T-shirt, and a Shenmue 3 back at OST sealed. This is, what do you reckon? What should we do next, Matt?
Do the T-shirt because I think that's rarer.
The CD's rarer.
Yeah, the CD's rarer.
Okay.
In my opinion. Just my humble opinion.
Let's do it.
Right, so let's have I want a level that will last a bit longer than that.
What size is the T-shirt, by the way, Matt? Someone asked that earlier.
Medium.
Medium.
Right, let's go for Marble Mill.
So this is a different T-shirt to the one that's on Twitter. By the way, the one that's on Twitter is this one that I'm wearing.
And
well, this design.
The one I'm doing is the Kickstarter backer.
Yep.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, let's have it. So again, an interesting starting position here. I think people are going to be all over the place. I do like the art style here. So then you're moving down. Somebody's died already. Oh no, they haven't. They're going down the sides here. That's great. Okay, so coming down the first, sort of into the first section here. You want to go down the middle. If you don't, you might be in trouble. Oh no, people are being chucked back up. What's going on here? With Guppy,
it's like an elevator system.
It's a bit weird. With Guppy taking an early lead, and just about to hit the wheel, which I think they're okay. And then Angeling and through the cannon. What's gone on here? So Guppy's taken a really insane lead at the moment. Although there's a long way to go here. Yanni X is just dropping in with Anadel. And she's dead. Daniel Mann.
Sorry, Anadel.
Is in second. This is getting quite tight all of a sudden. There's I can see lots of marbles going flying everywhere, and lots of people getting killed.
But maybe you could fly further down the track.
You could. I think it's tight between Yanni X and Guppy at the moment, with Yocho T in third. It's very tight here. I can't really call where this is going to go at the moment, but we are going to come through into the third and final section here. I really should be watching this like on my screen rather than so I'm looking at the camera, but never mind.
I'm watching on the stream and it's a little bit behind.
So Guppy's in the lead coming into the last and final section. I think Guppy's got this, you know. I think, or I don't know.
Unless he gets fired away.
No, and Guppy has taken it. That is our winner there. Guppy in first with
Very good, very good.
Yanni X in second. Yocho T finishing in third position. And then we'll wait for everybody else to finish the race. Yeah, we'll get those out over the. It'll probably be out next week. I'll get some of mine out because I'm away.
Yeah, not an issue, Matt.
Splash
Andy
Breeze, got
ACS. Did we add him? We
fly.
can get you in the last race.
Get you in on the
missed
last
everything.
race.
Yeah.
So there'll be one last opportunity.
Yeah, so essentially, because it's the 5th anniversary of Shenmue 3, we've done 5 giveaway social media platforms, and we're doing 5 races now. We've done 4, so we're on the last one.
Confirming
and that is
results
for...
there.
Oh, sorry, Matt, yeah.
It's alright, no worries.
So this is a sealed Shenmue 3 backer OST. So it's got 21 songs from Shenmue 3. It was a Kickstarter only reward at a certain tier, which is why Matt thinks this is slightly rarer, because it's harder to come by. You don't often see these actually these days, do you? I don't think.
Not many.
Very rarely see these pop up, especially sealed. Lovely artwork, and yeah, if you like the music of Shenmue 3, which essentially does consist of some Shenmue 2 tracks in a sense, yeah, good luck.
Right, so the last one we're going to go for is Temple of Steve.
Steve?
Temple of Steve.
Temple of Steve. Let's get sweaty.
Let's do this. Right, the race is going in 3, 2, 1, and we've got a very similar starting position to what we had for a couple of races ago, where you're going down sort of that money spiral there. So this is going to be
guys.
An interesting start here with 46 entrants here.
Last race of the day.
Certainly make or break it. It looks quite twisty and turny here. Can't even work out who's going to be in the lead coming out of this, so we'll have to work this out. Hey, HS Lotas, welcome in. There are longer tracks, Yanni, believe it or not.
Yeah, true.
I just need to go to bed at some point. So Mr. Triforce has taken a lead. Oh, the lead's gone all over the place. But I think Mr. Triforce has taken early lead with AM2 Podcast and Series CX1 ticking through. Joe Kitchen is stormed through that section now, has taken early lead with Sam I Am in second. Clunky and AM2 coming just behind in third and fourth positions. This is where it gets messy, though. This is where it gets messy. Do you get hammered by the obstacles here? Oh, Joe's got away with that one. He's straight through that, clean as a whistle. Look at that. RootTuber has taken the lead. It's all going a bit mental again. So I don't know what's happening, but it's all gone mental. So, looking at it, Joe Kitchen has taken the lead with GG in second. Joe is absolutely flying through this, but now this is where the hell starts breaking loose. Manny Figueroa in second, Fly Waffle in third, Ginger in fourth, Splash now in fourth. Joe is storming through this section here, but this is where it gets dodgy, because I think the platform moves.
Oh, we've got a moving platform.
We've got a moving platform, so this is going to fuck everybody up, potentially. Oh, it's moving, it's gone, look! Oh no! So there's going to be lots of people dying at the end here. Somebody's got to take this, surely. Ginger has taken it with the victory, with Vivi in second, Fly Waffle in third.
Joe with the lead the whole time.
All the way through, and then the platform moved and went, sod you.
Sod you. So that's Ginger Fairy, right?
Ginger Fairy has won the...
Ginger Fairy has won the Shenmue 3 Bracket OST. Very good. Save that document. This is the Shenmue 3.
We'll let the finishers come through now. That's evil. I didn't realise it moved. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that. Adds a bit of unpredictability to the... If you're leading, you haven't actually won. Unlucky Joe.
Just to confirm.
Maybe next time, eh?
Oh, it's bugging out on me a little bit. Yeah, my mouse isn't working in the game. Oh, I'll just close it. We know Ginger won, so that's fine. So there we go. So for those of you who won prizes,
repeat it again.
Contact us, James. Yep, go for it.
Yep. So Angeling, Spags, Samian, Guppy Koi and Ginger Fairy, contact us wherever you want to, and we'll sort you out with those prices.
Yeah.
Prizes, sorry.
Prizes being distributed by me. The Kickstarter sleeve and the T-shirt it'll be next week before I can get those out, just to let everybody know. But if you drop us your details anyway, then at least I can get everything set up and hopefully packaged, and then we'll go from there. Thank you, Amaguero. Jibby designed the logo for us, as he does every year, and always does an absolutely stellar job of doing the logos.
I love this one.
Absolutely brilliant.
The new
It's
one's
good.
really, really nice. Yeah.
It's a good one, actually. It's very clean looking. Is the way I describe it.
Yeah.
But you might be seeing
We've
that
actually got
more and more.
some pins made that should be arriving soon. Actually, some limited edition pins. I don't know how they look yet. Sorry, I haven't really mentioned it too much, just in case they're not very good.
But keep an eye out for those pins, because hopefully you'll be able to get one, which will be awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to round us off. Thank you, everybody who's dropped in on the stream tonight to celebrate the 5th anniversary of Shenmue 3, the game that everybody thought wouldn't happen, but it did. And that's due to the strength of the Shenmue community then, and due to the strength of the Shenmue community now. We are going to get Shenmue 4 one way or the other. We are doing our bit. We are pushing as hard as absolutely we can. 4th of December, guys, it needs to be a big one. Let's get everybody out there. You get your friends, get your relatives, get anybody and everybody out on Twitter, on social media. Get the hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4 trending, and keep an eye out for the stunt that James and I have got planned. We think it's brilliant. Hopefully you guys do too. For some of you, you will be able to see it in person. We are going to give some little details kicking around nearer the time as well. So for those of you who might be in the vicinity of where it might be, keep an eye out. But I'm not going to spoil it just yet. Also, there will be new artwork popping up for the tweets going out on December the 4th as well. Please do not share that publicly anywhere until 8 o'clock on the 4th, or whatever time that translates to wherever you are. We want to keep that under wraps as much as possible. There's all the reason and rationales behind that. It'll all work out. You'll probably see bits and pieces come out through the day. That's very deliberate, so please don't share those before. But we want 10,000 tweets. That's what we're going for. 10,000 for the trend in December. Finish the year on a high, and then we'll see where 2025 will take us. As always, thank you for dropping in on the content. Thank you for dropping in on the streams. James and I appreciate it so much. Whether you've donated tonight, become a subscriber, whatever you've done, every one of you, thank you so much, because it makes everything that we do absolutely worth it. We can't get this message out without all of you, and it is all very much appreciated. I'm back on Saturday with another video. I can't remember what it's about, but I'm back with a video on Saturday. And we are also back next week. James and I are back next week with a new podcast, looking at the Shenmue premiere and the things that were happening on the ground, the merchandise, and everything else in between. As always, guys, I'm going to take us out with Wish, and it's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from me.
Take it easy, guys, and we will see you all soon. See you on the 4th. Take it easy. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.
You る季節の中で流されそうになった時もきっとこの気持ち